confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the masses, Mr. Chair.
That's why we invited you because of the power of corruption, and that's why we would like to inquire
to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personal even members of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming
Good morning to my colleagues and of course to our guests and to all the present this morning. May dayat nga gahon kinyo tanan. The 30th regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay is now called to order. Please rise for a short prayer and followed by the national anthem.
Let us all pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Jesus, we ask you to give us all around peace in our minds, body, soul, and spirit. We want you to heal and remove everything that is causing stress, grief, and sorrow in our lives. Please guide our path through life. Let your peace reign in our hearts, family, at our place of work, and everything we lay our hands on. Let your angels of peace go ahead of us when we go out and stay by our side when we return. In Jesus' name, amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Lumang inirang tuyang ka ng pag-ibig sa manlulungin, di ka masisingin sa nagkakapunod sa siway at sa langit mo ikaw. May dinatang tulak at awit sa patlayang minamahal. Ang pisang lawat at mo'y talumpay na natinig. Ang bituin at nararamdaman ay kamay ni Mabini. Ang sinabuhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya na pagay ng langit na mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Hello. For the information of the body, our presiding officer is not present, no, because of some ano, nasa sick leave. So, as pro tempore, I will be the one to preside this morning. So, Madam Secretary, kindly do the roll call.
Okay, good morning. We are now on our 30th regular session. The honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay, Honorable Abram L. Swalog, SB Member Natalie Kawaling Paderes, SB Member Jupiter L. Regigalinero,
Present.
SB Member Frolibar S. Bautista, SB Member Lloyd B. Maming, SB Member Dalidigway Sumdad, SB Member Melina Giri Graf, SB Member Danilo G. De Los Santos, SB Member Dante C. Pagsugiron, and SB Member Julieta A. Aron. Mr. Chairman, 5 are present, 1 is on official business,
So,
and 4 is on leave.
so we have our quorum, Madam Secretary. So, we have a quorum, no? So, let's go for the adoption of the minutes of the previous session. Yes, Honorable Lloyd Maming.
Mr. Chair, good morning everyone. I move to dispense the reading of previous minutes.
So it has been moved and seconded that our previous minutes be dispensed with. So let's go to page number 1. Page number 2. Page number 3. Page number 4. Page number 5. Page number 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Mr. Chair,
yes, Honorable Graf.
may we go back to page 20?
Yes. What line?
Line 1242.
1242.
Yes. Kasi meron nangako sa iyo dito. Nangako. Hindi yung not
Pinangakuan.
kasi meron akong pinangako meron nangako sa'yo dito.
Merong nangako. Okay. Noted. Page 21. Page 22. Page 24. Page 25. Twenty-six. 27. 28. 29. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. And the last 40. Okay, so there's no more corrections or amendments with regards to our previous minutes of our session. Yes, Honorable Aaron from Katiklan. So it has been moved and seconded that our previous minutes be approved with correction on page 1 to 42, page 20, line number 1242. So the previous minutes is now adopted and approved. Madam Secretary, privilege hour from our colleagues. Is there any privilege? Yes, Honorable Aaron from Katiklan.
Regarding our municipal market, there is an outflow from the market ng wet market down to the streams. So until now, this is not yet corrected. So I think it is necessary that this issue will be addressed the soonest possible time because we are dredging the creek to clear the waterways, and we cannot do it because of these wastewater from our market directly to the streams, and other market vendors through their spoiled fish in the streams also. So I am appealing that this drainage will be addressed the soonest time possible. Thank you.
Okay, so the wet market in Katiklan, yung mga wastewater,
Outflow.
dumidiretso sa ilog,
Creek.
sa creek.
Yes.
Okay, so our wet market is under the MIED, no? So maybe we can, Madam Secretary, please take note of the concern of Barangay Captain, our Liga President, Honorable Aaron, no? Maybe we can inquire from the MIED if what are the projects that they are going to do with the wet market in Katiklan, Madam Secretary. Okay. Okay, thank you, Honorable Aaron. So, some more privilege? Yes, Honorable
Mr.
Gruff.
Chair, I'd like to raise my concern on on our White Beach establishments, no, like the restaurants. I think it has reached the point when sometimes it's really impossible to enjoy your meals because of the noise that's created by your neighbors. Like even if you're eating in a nice restaurant, let's say a fine dining or semi-fine dining, but you hear the noise from left and right, and right there where you are sitting. So it's not anymore music that you hear, but noise. So I don't consider, how can you consider noise music? Wala na. So I would like to call the attention of all our beachfront properties or operating bars and restaurants in that area. I think although we have an ordinance on the noise-sensitive area, it doesn't really go into details with regards to what kind of you call that speakers they have to use and how many speakers supposed to be in one area so that the other neighbors will not be able to hear it and they will not go full blast so that they will be heard. Because one time you are sitting and listening to a nice ano nga niyang music na gitara,
Acoustic.
Acoustics. But then on your right is boom boom boom. On your left is boom boom boom. How can you even enjoy? And then you end up going home without a voice because you were practically screaming the entire night just to be heard. I mean, I'm sure all of you share my observation, no? And what we have to do now, although you know the noise is steep, the ano nga ang measurement diho ita, no?
Decibel.
The decibel, I
meter.
think the best that we have to add, I'd like to amend the ordinance, but first we have to call the establishments if they are happy with the present setup because a lot of people complained about the conditions at our White Beach. It's no longer as relaxing as it used to be. No more. I mean, it's like it catered to one market who likes noise only. And the other part of it are no longer, we're no longer giving them the kind of ambience that they are expecting if they are sitting in the White Beach. So I would like to propose an amendment to the ordinance by creating a kind of limitations to the speakers that they have to use. Because there's a kind of speaker that is focused only in the area. They call it directional speakers that will be, you don't have to go full blast because you will be heard, and then the moment you are not in that establishment anymore, you won't hear it anymore. But at the same time, you will enjoy the meals or whatever, your cocktail drinks, you know, without screaming at your friends because you cannot be heard if you will not scream. So, Mr. Chair, that way, I will have to call committee hearing, calling all the establishments concerned for a possible dialogue on the proposed ordinance where we will be limiting the noise at the White Beach. Even if we are known as a party island, it doesn't mean that we have to create so much noise that it's unacceptable anymore to a high-paying tourist. You know, if you're paying a dinner of 1,000 per meal and have that unacceptable noise in your surrounding, how will you enjoy your meal? So, Mr. Chair, that's my proposal, and I'd like to call us up immediately before start of the season, so people will be able to prepare. But this is an exemption of the parties that they will be or the events that they will be applying on a certain you call that certain like certain times, no, like during ang tag Pisat Patay, di ba, mga may Halloween parties, you know, like that, events will be exempted. But on a regular basis, on a normal night, it should be as it should be, where everybody will enjoy, not just one group of young people who will be enjoying the noisiest surrounding. Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Graf. But for the information of the body, actually we have an ordinance with regards to noise, no? And if you could remember, for the past few years, that ordinance was implemented properly. And if we followed based on our ordinance, actually, kung i-measure natin sa decibel meter, tama kahinay ang ang sound. Supposedly, our assigned in the beachfront, on the front beach, Mr. Rowin Aguirre, should implement this kind of activity, no? Yung kasi totoo yan, as of this time makikita mo tabi-tabi may banda, may sound system. So I think it's i-implement lang natin properly ang ordinance, because supposedly yung mga banda may time kung ano oras anda sagwa ag ano oras nga dapat enclosed sanday. Ang mga diskuhan supposed to be enclosed ang anda nga area or property, so that hindi makaabala sa kabilang establishment. So I think i-ano muna natin yung ating ordinance, and then i-try natin nga i-implement ang decibel meter kung pilang volume ang allowed sa anda, because ginasukat natin ron at the edge of their property. Nga kung sumubra o na di karon, I'm not kung ano gid ang specific nga number, pero ay sa pagkasayod ko, once nga ma-implement ron, hindi magmana karon itsangag ang aton nga baybayon.
Yeah, and also, Mr. Chair, if you notice, there's a proliferation of acoustics, but very long, very loud. It's already very loud because they have to be heard, di ba?
Yes. Kasi
I know there is an ordinance and there was this decibel measurement on the establishments, but at the moment we really have to I'm focusing on the kind of sound system they're using. I'm not focusing on the decibel per se. It's the sound system they are using, which is sometimes one establishment one. You know what I mean? It cannot be like that, because if you're an establishment, you have at least two side by side facing each other, so the noise level will be reduced actually. And
okay.
If I know the implementation is low, no, but it's also the changes on the White Beach situation, because there are more and more bars opening on the White Beach. If you notice, before there were more restaurants than bars, and now it's sometimes, I think if you're looking at it, it's more than 50% bars now, more than restaurants. And the live music is really full, banda. Even if you're in Malay, you can hear them.
yes,
Even if you say there is no banda that is low, all
Okay.
the bandas are loud.
Okay, so thank you for that observation, Honorable Graf. No, so we will see to it that our implementer will implement the necessary guidelines or ordinance with regards to that. And if you have some amendments with regards to our ordinance, you can have your you can sponsor that or the amendments through our ordinance, and you can call the attention of those concerned if what really they want, no? Ano ba? Bugbugan tayo ng sounds o kailangan nating to limit, no? Okay, si Honorable Lloyd raise. But before that, no, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our colleague, Honorable Bautista. Good morning. Okay, Honorable Mami.
Mr. Chair, regarding wala sa kung sa sound, tama man mo Mr. Chair nga ikuan na kung isundo na tong ordinansa dati nga gina-kuan testing kung ano lang sa nang limit bala Mr. Chair. Imo dapat i-check na eh. Nga diyan man si Mr. Aguirre nga mag-implement na ka magpamatsyag bala it dahil ga tugtugan ga kontisan sa not sound eh. Ay, may mga ordinansa makita diyan na i-implement lang. Nga hindi mo nato basi kung isang bar hindi mo nato matun-ang kung ano dang i-sound ka na eh. So ang ilimit lang gid ang kuan tunog gid para hindi man makasturbo sa piyak na kuan man. Mr.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Lloyd. Maming, some more? Some more privilege? Okay, so if there's none, let's go to the question hour, Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chairman, we have invited this morning representative from the Philippine Ports Authority, represented by Engineer Rona May Barabona, the Senior Engineer, Engineer Maylo Tanate, Environment Specialist, and Engineer Christian Mark Jarawa, Engineering Assistant. And we have also extended invitation to Honorable Chuna Gabay, the Punong Barangay of Manok-Manok, Mrs. Alma Sb Malay our MPDC and zoning administrator. Not around is Attorney Prado and our representative. Attorney Prado is around also. Thank you for coming. This is with regard to the referral of our MPDC on the construction of port development project at Manok-Manok Port implemented by the Philippine Ports Authority.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. We would like first to hear from the guest. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, good morning, honorable body of the SB Malay Aklan. So, we would like to thank you for inviting us in your session. So, in as much as our port manager would like to come, he has a prior meeting and commitment in Batangas. So, he has authorized us to be represent our office. So I'm Engineer Rona May Barabona of BPA PMO Panay Guimaras. Together with me are my colleagues, our environmental specialist, Engineer May Lotanate, and our engineer assistant, Engineer Christian Mark Garawa, Your Honor.
Okay, so thank you very much from the group of Philippine Ports Authority. So you were sent by the port manager, Ms. Rosinda Sumagaysay, to represent the PPA.
No, Your Honor. Ms. Rosenda Sumagaysay has already transferred. So our current port manager is Mr. Jose Cesario Bautista.
Mr. Cesario.
Jose Cesario Bautista, Your Honor.
Jose Cesario Bautista. Okay, so with us also is the barangay captain of barangay chairwoman of barangay Manok-Manok. Good morning, Attorney Prado, and our MPDO, Ms. Alma Biliherdo. No? So, I hope magkakilala na kayo dyan, ha? Anyway, no, ma'am, we call your attention. This is with regards to the project of the Philippine Ports.
Mr. Presiding,
Hello.
I would like to ask first the presenter this morning, Mr. Presiding, on if they have the authority from the higher officer of the PPA to represent PPA in this plenary.
Okay, so any response from the representative of the PPA?
Yes, Your Honor. We have authority through travel order number 137-27, duly signed by our port manager.
Okay, you can give us copies. Please submit to
Yes, sir.
Secretariat. Thank you. So, again, no, we call your attention. This is to shed light with regards to the project of the Philippine Ports Authority. Ang aton nga port in Manok-Manok area, no? Particular in sa may Cargos, no? Cargos area. So, could you give us any background with regards the implementation of this project?
Yes, Your Honor. If you may permit, we have prepared a presentation, my PowerPoint presentation for the reference of this body. If
Okay.
you may permit, we can show you the presentation.
Okay, engineer, so the pleasure is with you. So I think to our colleagues, we have to see first the presentation of the PPE before we go to ask them questions later.
Okay, so good
Okay, you
morning
may
once
start.
again, this honorable body. So this is our prepared presentation. So our project specifically is entitled Development of Manok-Manok Port at Boracay Island, Malay Aklan. So first and foremost, we would like to inform you or give you background on how this project was being materialized. So PPA and the OTC has this memorandum of agreement for the bidding and implementation of the construction of the OTC CY 2015 social reform related ports. So included or excerpt from the MOA, first, this MOA is between the OTC, now we call the OTR, and PPA. This MOA was dated May 12 of 2015. So we would like to highlight this. So the OTR requested the assistance of PPA in the planning, procurement, and implementation of the project ports. So all these ports, upon completion of the construction, shall be turned over back to the OTR. So this budget was specifically identified by the 2015 GAA of the OTR. So likewise, we would like to show you a project profile of our project. So our project title is Development of Manok-Manok Port at Boracay Island, Malay Aklan. So project location is, I believe it is in Barangay Manok-Manok, Boracay Island, Malay Aklan. So our contract amount is around 58.3 million. And our contract duration is 300 calendar days. So we have already bidded and awarded this project. So the date of our award is on December 6 of 2016, and NTP has already been given to our contractor, which dated December 12 of 2016. So our winning bidder for the project is the Canconchi Construction. So now we would like to hear from you. First and foremost, we would like to thank you for the previous SB for approving a resolution for the implementation of this development. So for now, the project status of this project is suspended. Suspended siya because of the pending issuance of the ECC, which must be complied before the implementation of the project proper. So what is now the status of our ECC? So our PPA requested the LGU for the locational zoning clearance as one of the requirements by the DNR-MB before issuing the ECC. So we have already write the SB, the LGU of Malay for this, and then we received a letter reply that it was referred to SB for comments before the issue locational or zoning clearance. So this is now our concern. But first and foremost, we have already also prepared some pictures of the actual scenario we have seen at Boracay Island, Your Honor. So this is our site development plan of the project. So this project, if once completed, will be equipped with 2 Roro ramps and then a stair landing on both sides. And this port also equipped with complete mooring and fendering system. So we have a backup area also for the cargoes. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. On piles.
Mr. Presiding, are we allowed to
okay,
question or
sige.
maybe after the
After na lang, after.
presentation?
Just reserve your questions
Okay,
so that
sige.
they can finish.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
So this is our site development plan. So we would like to show you also the port operations, the pictures of port operations at Manok Manok Cargo Port as of February of 2017. So this is an aerial view of the location of the proposed project. Likewise, we have also taken some of the actual photos of the operation at the site. If you may, we have prepared a video presentation of the actual drone shot of the port of Manok Manok.
Meron pa, ma'am?
And that would be the end of our presentation, Your Honor.
Okay, so thank you, Engineer. Okay, please, to our colleagues, do you have any questions with regards to the presentation of the PPA? Yes, Honorable Maming.
Ma'am, pag matapos po yung project, sino magmamanage niyan? Halimbawa.
Based on our MOA, sir, PPA is responsible only on the planning and the implementation of this project. After the completion, as earlier I have presented, this will be turned over back to the OTR. So the OTR shall be responsible to whomever it will be turned over.
Paano yung part ng barangay at saka municipal?
Maybe, sir, it is the right time. At least you have the knowledge that we have the project. So you can represent this body to the OTR. So you can also have, they will also know that you are interested of that project.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, whatever decisions, no, ang sa inyo lang is for implementation.
Lang, good, sir.
Implementation
Yes.
of the project. So the one who can answer the question is the OTR, no? But anyway, who's with you with the memorandum of agreement? Sino bang kasama doon sa memorandum of agreement?
The OTR lang po, sir, and then PPA. Yes, it's just between the OTR and PPA because the OTR has no technical, they just tap PPA for technical assistance regarding the project implementation. So it's just between the OTR and PPA, sir.
Okay. So the OTR, they have also office here in Western Visayas?
I believe so, sir, but most specifically, all transactions shall be turned over back to their head office.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, Samar? Yes, Honorable
Thank you,
Bautista.
Mr. Presiding. Thank you, ma'am, for the presentation. No? We invited the PPA to this project. We were surprised that you are now requesting for locational clearance for the project. And since port is not included in our CLUP, so there will be an exception on our CLUP. So that's why it should be passed for the local zoning board or from the Sangguniang for its endorsement. We're surprised since, as you mentioned earlier, after the project will be finished, this will be turned over to the OTR. And you said earlier, they're very happy that we endorsed the project. But if we look at the resolution which we passed, the endorsement of this project, it's very clear, ma'am, in the last paragraph of our resolution. Can the Secretary have a copy of the resolution? Next year? The last paragraph, ma'am, can you read the resolution?
Okay, please, Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chairman, this is resolution number 004 series of 2015. A resolution endorsing the construction of port located at Barangay Manok-Manok, Malay Aklan. And the last part of the endorsement is now therefore resolved as it is hereby resolved by the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay to endorse the construction of a port located at Manok-Manok, Malay Aklan, provided that once the port will be completed, the operation of which will be turned over to the municipality of Malay Aklan.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Madam Secretary. Just wait.
Okay, just
So
wait.
can the presenter explain to us why is it that it should not be turned over to the rest of Malay, but instead to the OTR, ma'am? Can you answer, ma'am?
Okay,
Can you explain to us?
Yes, sir. Beforehand, sir, as I already presented earlier, PPA has only the responsibility, and we have an existing MOA with the DOTR. So specifically, the proponent of this project is the DOTR. And the recipient, we did not know, it will depend on the DOTR. So the main purpose and responsibility of the PPA here is just to implement the project, sir.
So, but there will be no the evaluation for our endorsement. So how can we give a zoning clearance to this project since you violated already our resolution, ma'am?
Sir, based on our records, we have give you a letter. your concern, sir, we have already submitted it and informed our head office regarding this concern. So through our letter dated October 10 of 2016, we have informed our AGM regarding your request of LGU Malay Aklan for turnover of the OTC project, the development of Manok-Manok Port, to their custody upon completion. That was based on your resolution.
Yeah.
So regarding this, sir, our head office also reply us a letter dated October 24, 2016 regarding also their concern. So our head office has written and informed us that PPA is not authorized to turn over directly any of the concerned DOTR ports to any other agency or LGU upon its completion, as much as PMO Panay Guimaras is requested to advise LGU Malay to directly coordinate with the DOTR, sir. So concerning your request, in as much as the ownership of the completed facilities and assets are booked in the OTR accounts, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So are we furnished copy with those
I believe so,
communication,
sir.
ma'am?
So after this, sir, we have written Honorable Abraham L. Swalog last November 2 of 2016, informing you about the letter of our head officer. So I believe our secretary has furnished. We have
And the copy of the reply from the OTR, do we
Yeah.
have a copy?
Kindly read, Madam Secretary, the reply of the DOTR with regards to our concern.
Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chairman, this is from PPA, addressed to the Vice Mayor. This has reference to the resolution emailed by your office last October 4, 2016, favorably endorsing the construction of the project development of Manok-Manok Port and your request that the operation of the port will be turned over to LGU Malay upon completion. Please note that as stated in the attached MOA between the OTR and PPA, the project shall be turned over to the OTR upon completion. In connection hereof, we advise your office to directly coordinate with the OTR concerning a request inasmuch as the ownership of the completed facilities and assets are booked into the OTR accounts. Thank you for your usual cooperation and support, signed by Rosenda Sumagaysay, the Port Manager of PPA Iloilo.
Okay, so with that
Okay.
with that later, ma'am, so it was sent to the OTR regarding our resolution. But actually, we did not make a request. It is based on our resolution, ma'am. It's not we did not made any
It is
request
based
to
on the resolution
Yeah,
that
because we have
it will be
resolution,
turned over.
because we did not endorse the project unless it should be turned over to the Surat Malay.
Mm.
So I think the PPA and the OTR resolved first this problem before you started the preparation of the, let's say, before you program the project, and now it's already bidded out even without the zoning clearance. So how about, ma'am, if we will not issue the zoning clearance, so what will happen to the project unless this resolution will be resolved?
yes, Your Honor. If this project will not implemented, the funds will be returned back to the OTR.
Okay. So do we have a letters? So based on your communication addressed to the OTR, do they have any answer already regarding our problem?
Sir, we have not written we are advised the LGU to write directly to the DOTR. We have no direct communication with the DOTR regarding the turnover of the project.
Yeah, but I mean, ma'am, since our endorsement is addressed to you, so why you did not even ask the DOTR regarding our endorsement?
Sir, because sir, our main responsibility only, we have an existing MOA only between the OTR and BPA only for the implementation,
Oo nga,
sir.
but before you implement, you need some more requirements eh. And you cannot implement the project unless mayroon kami endorsement. So dapat na-resolve mo na itong problema na to before you be implementing a certain project, di ba?
Excuse me, Honorable Bautista, no? Because we have here the resolution number 0004, series of 2015. This is resolution endorsing the construction of port located at Manok-Manok, Malay Aklan. In the first whereas, it reads that whereas the Department of Transportation and Communications, DOTC, has included in their annual budget for calendar year 2015 the construction of Manok-Manok Port in Boracay Island. So this was also addressed to the DOTC before.
No, I think this project only included with our GAP last year, or for this year. It's included in our national budget.
Sir, it's a 2015 of the DOTR, sir.
2015.
2015.
So that was
Yes.
2 years ago.
Yes, and in the last, now therefore receive as it is hereby resolved by the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay to endorse the construction of port located at Manok-Manok, Malay, Aklan, provided that once the port will be completed, the operation of which will be turned over to the municipality of Malay, Aklan.
And we know that the OTR doesn't operate ports.
Yes,
So how why is it that PPA will turn over to them?
Di ba PPA, ma'am, yung nag-ooperate ng ports?
We have specific ports, sir, which are under our jurisdiction, but some of the LGU and municipal ports are not under the PPA.
It's under the municipal.
It's under LGU or the municipal, sir.
Yeah, but since the budget came from the DOTR.
Yes, sir. It's the decision of the DOTR on whomever they will turn over the project, sir.
Okay.
So regarding that port operation, if ever, sir, you can represent this body to the DOTR, sir. So they also know that you are interested on the operation of this project. And likewise, PPA are happy if you will be the one, kung kamugin man, sir, ang i-turn overruns ng DOTR, we are happy as the authority to conduct seminar regarding port operation, sir. Discover engineering, finance, and port operation. If ever so, sir, PPA can help on that matter.
Okay, so
Subsiding.
yes,
I
Honorable
think it is
Bautista.
not proper to say, kung kamo man gidman, dapat lang kami
Kami.
gidman. No,
Yes, sir. You can represent the
Kasi,
body, sir, to the
parang,
DOTR,
if
sir.
there is a question mark of turning over this project to LGU, or else we will not allow that project. If kung iba malang mag-operate ng pantalan na yan, so we better not allow it.
Mr. Chair?
Third subsiding?
Mr.
Okay, Honorable Graf, with the indulgence of Honorable Bautista.
Yeah, I feel kind of, ano siya eh.
Excuse me, ma'am, can you have your seat, ma'am, para comfortable po kayo?
No, I'd like to ask her also,
Okay.
Mr. Chair. I'd
Yes,
like to
go
ask
ahead.
her, in the previous agreement, memorandum agreement in the administration of the port in Katiklan, the MOA is between Philippine Ports Authority and the province. Okay? So why is it that now they cannot have a MOA
Funding.
of the PPA and Malay? Why is it that there is a DOTR this time? Why not it be
You're holding a MOA
a MOA
between
between the Philippine Ports Authority
and
and the local government of Aklan. Local government of Aklan. Is
okay.
there a local government? Oh, anyway, for the Katiklan Jetty Port. Actually, this Katiklan Jetty Port had expired this year, and but they asked for extension, and they were given another year, which is expiring on February 2018. So meaning, after that, where will they have a MOA? Where will they give the MOA? Is it to the province again or to the municipality of Malay?
Okay.
With that, Mr. Chair, I support the move, the concern of of the Honorable Bautista na at this point the MOA is between PPA and DOTR. Okay? Now, the MOA between DOTR and question mark, it looks like we might end up not in the MOA at all if we will not start, even that before the project could be started, before they start the project, the MOA between who will run or who will be which town or which agency will be turned over, they will turn over the port should already be clear as early as now. We don't want to be running after them at the end because it's kind of, there's 3 stations now instead of 1.
Okay, but according to the PPA, they have the MOA between DOTR and the PPA. But
As to where the MOA of DOTR will be, it should be clear before they even start erecting the first post.
no, it should be the PPA had a MOA with the DOTR.
It's done.
And then, you know that you have also a MOA with the province? Are you aware of that, ma'am?
Sir,
It has
which
to be
project
clear,
are
miss.
you referring, Your Honor?
Sorry?
Katiklan, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Katiklan GT Port. You have a MOA. No, the MOA is between the
Philippine Ports Authority
Philippine
and the
Ports Authority
province
and the
before.
province of Aklan.
For the operation of the jetty port in Katiklan. Now we're looking at the operation of the port in Manok-Manok. If they were able, if your agency, they were able to have a MOA with the LGU Aklan before, why is it that you cannot have a MOA direct also to Malay? Why is it that you have to have, you go
Okay.
to DOTR and not directly to Malay and DOTR? So it's more
ano-
clear, it's more transparent as early as now.
Honorable Graf, maybe I think we need a clarification here with regards to that MOA that you're holding.
Yes.
The MOA that you're holding is the MOA between the PPA and the Katiklan Port.
Yeah, the local government of Aklan in operation,
Provincial government.
operate the port.
Not with the in Manok-Manok.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. So you're questioning them with regards to the MOA, why PPA and DOTR, considering that they have a MOA before with the province of Aklan. So bakit hindi po pwede, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. Our Manok-Manok development is, as I said before, is funded by the OTR. So it was their budget, Your Honor. So
In-implement nyo lang.
Yes, sir.
How
Yes, Your
about the
Honor.
budget before of the province?
It is under the PPA corporate project. So it is
Presiding.
our project,
Mr. Presiding.
not the
Excuse me.
OTR, Your Honor.
No, that's right.
Okay.
would like
Honorable
to-
Bautista.
The 50 million first project, the two ports, Cagman Port and Katiklan, Mr. Presiding, is funded by the OTC. The 50 million, not by PPA. So why is it that's also turned over with the MOA, also with the provincial government?
Yes, that's the question. Yung Cagban GT Port, yung sa Boracay, and also in Katiklan, was funded by DOTC.
Oh.
DOTC and implemented by the
No,
PPA.
I think not the PPA.
Hindi, ma'am, di ba may peer kayo dito sa Katiklan din besides sa GT Port na PPA?
Yes,
Yan
Your
yung
Honor.
minamanage ninyo ngayon.
Yes, Your Honor. That portion only.
That portion. Pero that portion was not turned over to the provincial government?
With your indulgence on honor, that issue, we cannot address that issue because we are just here for the Manok-Manok development, Your Honor. Maybe we can address this on the other
Issues.
meeting
Okay.
or session, Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Presiding,
Mr.
so
Chair?
we want first to resolve this, our endorsement, Presiding, with the PPA and the OTR before we can make any endorsement or any requirements, compliance for its implementation, Mr. Presiding. Most especially now, they already bidded out and with the bidder, and then wala pang ang location clearance. So what will happen then? Parang bakit nauna ang bidding na hindi pa nga na-comply lahat ng mga requirements?
When will be the implementation of that
Your Honor, it will be implemented upon all requirements has been completed.
the requirements?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so maybe we can ask from our MPDO if what level now that there are papers of the PPA. Saan na ba sila, ma'am?
Good morning everyone, especially sa members ng August Body. Actually, this I think this presentation of PPA was emanated through our letter, no? Requesting the Sangguniang Bayan for the confirmation of the previous SB resolution, because the SB resolution attached to the request of the PPA for locational clearance, the members of the Sangguniang Bayan are the old members, and so I requested for an SB resolution for these members, the new members. And as mentioned sa akon nga letter, construction of new ports in Boracay Island has not been identified as one of the projects in the next 10 years, because our CLUP is talking about connecting Boracay Island and mainland. It's either through bridge or there are other means of connecting.
So for clarification, madam, sa CLUP natin, sa Comprehensive Land Use Plan, port was not included.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
why I referred this back to your office for your comment or endorsement.
So you have not been issued them locational clearance?
Not yet, Your Honor.
So with that,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, so I move that we to furnish us a copy of the DOTR PPA MOA, Mr. Chairman, so that we will know what is the content of that MOA, or if maybe there's some other third party which was included in that MOA, Mr. Chairman, aside from Municipal Balay.
Okay, so ma'am, the August body had a motion that if you can provide us the copy of the memorandum of understanding so that may reference din kami if what really the project, no, and who will be the recipient, no, of that project. If
Yes,
we
sir.
can provide us a copy.
Yes, Your Honor. We have with us the MOA, so we
Okay.
can give you a copy.
So maybe we can give to our secretariat so that they can have a Xerox copy and it can provide us, no. Anyway, maybe we can hear from our legal officer, Attorney Milan Prado, if what will happen, no, because in our endorsement, it is very clear that upon the completion of the construction, it will be turned over to the municipality of Malay Aklan. But in the MOA, I think parang wala tayo doon sa MOA. So what will happen to our resolution, attorney?
Good morning, Your Honors.
Morning.
The way I see it is because the budget comes from the OTR. The PPA entered into an agreement with the OTR. The thing is, it involves a property belonging to the municipality of
Yes.
Malay. Now, considering that in the resolution number 004, it states that after the completion of the port, it should be turned over to the municipality of Malay. If they are asking for an endorsement from this LGU, it is my opinion that we should see first that our name is included in the memorandum of agreement. Because after the port is constructed, it would be very hard for us to run after them and get the management of this, like what we are experiencing with Katiklan Jetty Port right now.
Okay. Thank you very much for that a very understandable comment, no, attorney. May I ask from Barangay Manok-Manok through Barangay Chairwoman Chuna Gabay if you have endorsed also the project of the PPA?
Good morning everybody, no. Na-endorse gid man namon kasi ang amon nga kwan ma-develop ang atong area since very congestive really ang atong area, no. Ag ang akon lang nga ginakwan man paabot kaya gin-endorse namon kasi nagkasalig man kami nga ang barangay Manok-Manok maka-benepisyo man sa andang magiging project ag ginaano namon nya kinahanglan i-prioritize kitanda ang taga Manok-Manok kung halimbawa mag-ano sa employment
Okay. So my endorsement from Manok-Manok Council, and of course, no, the area is from Manok-Manok, Barangay Manok-Manok, no, and of course, sakop it munisipyo it Malay. So okay. So may ano no, medyo may isang kiri nga conflict, no. So maybe we can.
Okay,
ang
Mr. Chairman.
DOTR.
Anyway,
Yes,
it was
Honorable
properly
Bautista.
presented to us, and it's on the implementation stage, and waiting for the requirements, especially the location clearance. And we had a problem with the MOA, since maybe we are not included with the MOA. The recommendation of our legal officer that we have to see first that it should be that the name of the LGU Malay will be included in the MOA. So I think PPA now has done their representation. So we will get only the MOA, and then after reading that MOA, Mr. Chairman, we will invite also the DOTR to explain to us why is it that the MOA only is between PPA and DOTR. After that, to whom they will run over the project.
project.
Since we knew that DOTR is not operating a port, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
So it's very clear.
Thank you.
So I would like to thank you very much from PPA for its presentation, and I hope that this will be cleared, no, and so that the continuance of the project is will go on, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so thank you, Honorable Bautista. I think it is very clear that the PPA will going to implement the project, and the project was financed by the DOTR, and according to their MOA, after the construction, after na matapos yung project, it will be turned over to the DOTR, no? So maybe it is it is up to us, no, on how to communicate with DOTR kung ano man ang aton nga makon. Is there any follow-up question? Yes, Honorable Graf.
One observation also is the letter sent to Honorable Abraham Sualog on November 2, 2016 is just like a memo. It's like a memo informing us that please note that as stated in the attached MOA between DOTR and PPA, there is an attached MOA. That we should have a copy of this. According to this letter, we have there is a MOA attached to this letter.
I think so, yeah.
So actually we have. We are not we can't ask them anymore because according to this note there is. But this is signed by the port manager. What if he resigns?
Actually, the port manager is not now the present port manager. It was Mr.
Before it was Ms. Rosenda Sumagaysay.
Yeah, she was transferred.
She was
no?
just transferred, ma'am, because port manager are transferred from one port to another port.
Okay, she's no longer the port manager.
Yes,
And
at this as present.
so yun na nga. I mean, if it's not her anymore, it's a different person you're talking to. Do you think this MOA is still and the MOA, it just no, it's not a MOA. It's just like a memo informing us that the project shall be turned over to DOTR. Yun lang. Parang it didn't come naman from the higher person in PPA. Ano naman kami nun? Para lang taming opisina na binigyan ng MOA.
I think that is the answer of our query with regards to our resolution that the project will be turned over to LGU Malay. But since that they have the MOA, so that's why they replied to us through that letter. Attached is the MOA. May MOA.
Okay. So, Mr. Chair, I don't know, I think we are ready, no? I move that we hold the endorsement. There is no endorsement. There is an endorsement, but I think we have to, it cannot, nothing can be proceed without another.
I think our endorsement, resolution number 004, is allowing them to develop a port, no? Yun yung ating endorsement.
Mr. Presiding.
We have to add a condition.
Mr. Presiding, I have already a motion, no, to invite the DOTR.
Yes, DOTR.
Since PPA already presented to us and we are satisfied with the presentation. So that's why I have a motion that to get the copy of the MOA and we have to review it, and after that, so we will invite also the OTR. So why is it that it's the MOA is only between TPA and the OTR? So it should be the OTR who will explain to this plenary, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so thank you for that idea, Honorable Bautista. Actually, bisan alino naton Ilonggo, no?
Yes, sir.
Alino na bisan ano naton silang puga dahil di OTR man gyapon ang makasabat itaton yung mga question.
Pero
What we have done is
dapat sana nga since the endorsement is addressed sa PPA sana din-resolve mo na itong resolution bago nakipagmuwa sa DOTR.
Yes,
Di ba? Dahil may third party So mayroon ding kakulangan ang PPA dito, Mr. Chair.
As the way I see it, of course, no? Dahil nga supposed to be sa una pa lang they inform us with regards to these conditions. Anyway, yes, you have some follow-up?
And Chair, in addition, no, it's very clear no, now therefore resolved as it is hereby resolved by the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay to endorse the construction of port located at Manok-Manok provided that once the port will be completed, the operation of which will be turned over to the municipality of Malay. Klaro to. Hindi na to pwede ibuwag dyan
Actually,
so, can endorse something na uwa ng daginasunda ang mismong original na to nga endorsement. Maisahan yung makita siya.
Hindi, actually, this resolution is addressed to DOTC. Sa DOTC na tong address naton. Di ba? It is not in the PPA. Because the one seeking for an endorsement is DOTC.
DOTC.
Oo.
So anyway, so that's why I have said earlier, so we have to invite now the OTR.
Yes. I think
Attendant na DOTR.
yung mangyari dito, since that our resolution is addressed to DOTC, it is the DOTC will answer our questions.
Kaya nga.
Kasi sa kanila lang naman, nag-implement lang sila eh.
Oo.
And then, balik nila sa DOTC. So, upon tatanggapin ng DOTR, tapos na, finish na yung project, 100%, tanggap na ng DOTR. May signing na kayo dyan, ang turnover nyo. And then, the DOTR, since that we have this resolution, ibalik nila sa atin.
So, Mr. Chair, who is now requesting for the luxury clearance, the PPA or the DOTC? Oh. So why is it PPA now is requesting for the clearance? Why not the OTC?
No, PPA is requesting for a zoning clearance for the project.
So who is the owner of that project, PPA or the OTC?
DOTC.
Oh, so why is it PPA requesting for clearance? It should be the OTR. Di ba?
Madam MPDO, sino ba yung dapat sino ba yung dapat mag-request ng zoning clearance sa iyo? Kasi contractor ba, PPA o DOTR?
It depends upon the agreement. But sa atin normally it's the owner. But if it states in the agreement that the implementor shall procure all the necessary requirements, then
maybe we can
it
see
be
that
also-
to the MOA.
Subsiding. So as the MPDC, as the zoning officer has a copy of the agreement?
They submitted to your office wala.
Oh,
Wala
so it should be the DOTR who will request the local clearance to us, since they are the owner of the project.
Ma'am, sa MOA ninyo, ma'am, sino ba yung nakasaad ba doon na yung PPA or DOTR will secure proper permits and documents for the project? PPA ba o DOTR?
Mr. Presiding.
I believe,
let them
Your
answer
Honor, it's the PPA being the implementer of the project.
But
Because
it was
it's
not stated on your MOA.
It's one of the requirements for the ECC. So ECC is one of the requirements before implementing the project.
Okay. Yes,
So,
Honorable Bautista.
that is the zoning officer a copy of the MOA?
Yes, Your Honor. We have
The zoning officer, Miss. So they did not require any documents that support their request.
Wala, Your Honor.
Oh, so dapat you should be.
Pero naka-apply na sila, ma'am, sa office mo? Wala pa?
It's the application is to the mayor's office through our office.
Okay.
Directly to the mayor's office.
So maybe they submitted the necessary documents to the office of the mayor? Wala rin.
So,
ma'am, yung nyo, pag-apply letter pa lang po, wala pa pong mga
Yes, letter, Your
just a
Honor.
letter pa lang.
But the MPDC required us for the site development only. They only require us site development plan. So I've also attached with the reply letter the site development plan required by the MPDC.
Okay. So, kaya, Mr. Chair,
Yes,
so that's why since the project is not owned by the PPA, so it should be the DOTR to request for the luxury clearance. Unless maybe if the funds come from the PPA, so they own the project, so they will be the one to apply for a luxury clearance. But this time, since the OTR owns the project, it should be the OTR to request for a luxury clearance.
Okay.
So I would like to suggest also our zoning officer to require all the documents before passing through the papers to review first, ma'am zoning officer. No? Check muna natin kung sino ba talaga may-ari ng project na wala mang sinuporta mga documents, agreement or whatever. So bago ipasa dito din for requesting for that confirmation ng SB, sa chair.
Okay, so I think sa PPA, we must also review the MOA of the DOTR and the PPA. Base naka-statement una dyan sa MOA ninyo na kayo yung secure for the proper documents before implementing the project, or the DOTR ba talaga? Kung wala, so it is the prerogative of our zoning officer to require the owner of the project to submit all the necessary documents and to apply in our municipality of Malay. So since that Honorable Bautista has a motion a while ago with regards to the for calling the attention of the DOTR to be present in our plenary. Is there any second motion? So it has been moved and seconded that we will invite the Department of Transportation. Ano nga yung
Sir,
ano ba yung araw, ma'am, sa DOTR?
Transportation, yeah.
Transportation.
Yeah.
Transportation. Is
and
that
we still have to invite PPA again because
Yun na.
otherwise we will end up what if we want to ask questions. Sino masabat?
So it should be
Turuan
detailed.
about wa man kuwang we have to make everybody
Okay,
complete.
so-
All of them should be here.
Okay,
Para
Mr. Chair.
turuan ba ka?
So I accept the suggestion to, if the possibility of inviting again VPA, no, to be with us also next.
so? Are you willing, ma'am, to come again to our ano?
Yes.
Because if you're not, you have a big problem with your stomach. Nah, joke lang. Para at least nandito kayo, nandito
Yes,
rin
Your
yung DOTR para magkausap-usap tayo.
Yes, to fix all these issues. We are willing. We are just waiting for the letter or the request letter from the LGU. So
Okay,
we
so
can
thank you.
also represent the office
Okay.
during your invitation.
Thank you. So it has been moved and seconded that the DOTR and the PPA will be invited on next session of this August body. Is now approved. Okay. So you still have questions with our guest? If there's none,
Is it possible to get a copy of your presentation? Do we have a copy?
Yes, you can have it, Your Honor.
may USB tayo dyan.
Pwede po kayong magkuha ng
Ah.
copy.
Oh, I told my secretary to ask.
Okay. So, may question pa? Because we have another set of guests.
We include also the barangay chairman.
Yeah.
be present.
Also, balik.
And our legal officer.
Legal
And of course,
officer,
the zoning
zoning,
officer.
and the same people will come back
Yeah.
on the availability of the DOTR, no? Kasi medyo mababa yung communication natin sa kanila. National office yata tayo mag-request niya, no? So, okay lang. Padala lang natin sila ng letter. Anyway, thank you, Gid, Attorney, Engineer Rona May Barbona, Engineer Melo Tanate, and Engineer Christian Mark Girawa. Am I correct? Thank you very much for coming. And of course, thank you very much sa Barangay Captain Chu Nagabay.
Sa chair, yung mga engineers na lalaki, babae na nag-represent.
Oo nga eh. Puro babae na. And of course, our zoning officer, thank you very much, Ma'am Alma. And of course, Attorney Prado. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your presence. Yeah, you are now excused. Okay, Madam Chair, Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chairman, for our next batch of invited guests,
Okay.
this morning we have invited our municipal accountant, Mr. Javier, our municipal agriculturist, Mr. Sadia sa SPO 3 Caporal from the Chief of Maritime Police, Mr. Samuel Torres, the Supervisor of Bantay Dagat, Mr. Boneres Pagsugiron, President of Malay Fisher Fox and Seaweeds Association with regard to issuance of Memorandum Order number 88 and number 89 by the Office of the Municipal Mayor.
Okay, so please take your seat. May I relinquish first for a moment my chair to Honorable Bautista for some very important lang.
Let's proceed. Our Madam Secretary. Okay, so all of the present, no? So the Mr. Sajasa, SPO3 Corporal, the Samuel Torres and Customs de Pasugiran with the MSPA, no? So this regards with the memorandum order number 88, no? Series of 2017 regarding the illegal collectors at the snorkeling area. So SB Pagsugiron is not is absent with regards to this problem. So he was the one who brought this problem in this plenary. So what we want to know is from you if what happened now with this memorandum. Is there implementation, or is it still these illegal collectors still around, or what happened? Is there any apprehensions or reports to the office of the mayor regarding this matter, sirs? Oh, Chairman, subsiding.
Thank you, Honorable Bautista. Okay, so please go ahead with our guest with the question of Honorable Bautista.
Enrique Virgilio Caporal and Samuel Torres. Is that question of our the illegal activities?
Because I think our chief executive issued a memorandum that intruders, am I correct? Intruders will be dapat dakpon ito sa aton nga snorkeling area. So is there any intruders nga nadakpan naton ito sa aton nga area sa snorkeling?
Tandem kami na inspection doon, wala doon na intruders.
Wala
Kasi
man.
Wala intruders kasi yung nandoon, yung mga member rin ng PAMSIT, yung mga sirilya. Pero sa mga vendors, so mayroon, pero ni-require namin na magkuha sila permit. Para ma-identify sila kasi hindi natin alam. Baka akala natin na vendors lang sa area. Hindi natin alam, baka mabuti na yun bugsay dun sa yun ang kiniklear ko. Pero sinasama ko sa Samuel kasi siya may alam dun sa iba.
Okay. Di ba si Nong Samuel is part of the the Bantay Dagat, member also of Pharmacy. Okay, so aside sa mga member at Pharmacy kay Nong Buning, kumusta ang inyong participation sa aton nga snorkeling area?
Ang sa amon kaya ay may duty sa amon nga bali sandaran nga kaya nga nag-duty dahil order man ni Honorable Dante Pagsugiron nga kung pwede ay hindi gani pag-aywanan ang snorkeling area para makita man nga may nag-duty gyapon sa amon nga party grupo. Ay mo ganiran sandaran ka-duty tagyapon pero sandaran kapanukotran kung may gabayad ginabaton man nanda pero kung bukon gid sanda porsigido nga gapanukot gid it ng snorkeling area dahil wa bay sanda ticket.
Ay so paano kung magbayad? Ano ang gina-issue nga ticket?
Ang bisita kung gabayad man tanang nga wa ticket ginabuol nanda. Aran lang ang part nanda nga pero bukon hambal nga pilitaryo nanda nga ginasukot ang bisita.
So after nga makoleksyon ng kwarta sin ginatao?
Ay saan daron taran? Wa ron ta gina-endorsean kun kay sino pa.
Okay, anyway. Sa aton nga Madam Treasurer, sino ang ang koleksyon makaron sa LGU Malay ito sa aton nga
Mr. Presiding, kanay pwede naton i-resolve ang issue sa kakolekta sanda nga white ticket dahil kasi imaw siguro ro purpose it memorandum it chief executive the illegal collectors so gakolekta nga wa resibo ag asin ga aktoro koleksyon ag pilaro na kolekta So nakasayod ba aro asosasyon nga kung pila na kolekta ron kada adlaw? O nagkanya-kanya asas na panguliktaan ngaron, Mr. Presiding?
Okay, you may answer, Mr. Pagsugiron.
Ang sa akon abi ka ang haran nga isyu abi ran nung mga bulan pa mga June, July, ang haran nga mga tao abi dati mga tao ran ni Mayor nga wa ta bukon ta imaw ng kwan ng munisipyo bukon ta imaw empleyado di daw ginbuolan ni Mayor nga para magkulik tao dyan sa snorkeling area. Pero ang ginaobra kanina dakarang nga racket na side anakon ay ang gina-issue nga ticket dati sa baybay sa mga ragko nga motor hay ang anda nga 3 ka tawo ran nga ang sa snorkeling area kapanukot na side anakon nga ginabakal nanda ang ticket 20 pesos sa bootman tapos i-issue man nanda to sa mga intok nga motor 40. Kaya gakita ang haran nga 3 ka tawo nga kolektor nga gakita ran 20 man ran sa ticket dahil ginabakal nda sa pambot by 20 tapos i-issue nanda ay 40 bay ang bawat ticket kaya may 20 man sanda haran ang racket nanda dati o dyan sa snorkeling area.
So,
okay, go ahead.
So, said maghalian no ticket it bootman nga tag 20-20 nga ginabakal it mga 3 ka tawo nga ra, Mr. Presiding.
You may answer that question, Mr. Pagsugiron.
Imaw ganiran nga ang sabay baybay sa taga-issue i-ticket sa mga rako nga motor. Dati si Dailini, si Lini kang gaduty pa si Lini. Gina-issuean nanda ang mga rako pambot nga i-ticket. Di ba 40 pesos ang ticket naton? Oh. Ang ginaobraman ang Day Roger ngaya,
Sino Roger ron?
magpusaw ran. Bali 3 sandaran hindi ko makilala ang daywa. Ang ginaobranan da, ang ato nga ginisyo nga to sa baybay.
Sino para pangagan it daywa nga ron, Mr. Presiding? Roger magpusaw, sino para daywa?
3 ba? Sino pang daywa?
Hindi ko
kilala.
Basta ang nakilala na ko na si Roger magpusaw ran taga-Trubanan.
Empleyado naton sa munisipyo?
Hindi.
Ay ano sandaron?
Ay mao ganiran aran ng mga tawo ni Mayoran dati nga aran ang ginapananda diyan nga gina-sideline gani nandaran ang haran nga snorkeling area. Ang akon man gani diyan karan, hindi sanda mag-duty o diyan kun wa sanda ikita Morang gani nga ang ginaobra nanda diyan, ginabakal nanda 20 sa bootman. Siyempre ang bootman man hindi man pagitaong ticket sa anda kun hindi man magbayad sa 20 pesos.
Hindi, paano nga magkatikit ang bootman?
Sa baybay gini-issuean sa Station 1 at sa Station 3.
Dahil ang for example, ako may bangka. Ang akon bangka, ginasakyan lang taron mga turista, tour guide, may tour guide. Ang nagabakal ticket is tour guide, not the bootman. Di ba la? Tour guide. So haman paano madto sa bootman ang ticket ay gina-liquidate ran tour guide sa anda nga expenses. So paano nagka-ticket ang bootman?
Ang bootman abi ginabuol nandaran to sa tour guide ang ticket.
Tapos
ginabuol nandaran. Tapos ginabaligyan nandaran to sa 3 kani ka tawo ran sa sa snorkeling area. Ginabakal ganin at 20 ran ay sa 40 ang ticket i-issue man nanda to sa mga intok nga motor. 8.40.
Double sale.
Double sale.
Double sale. Okay. As of this time, present parong mga tawo nga ron nga ginaturo nimo nga nagabaligya?
Hindi ko ron masaydanan dahil kaina, nag-istorya kami ni Samuel bago kami mag-present o sa session. Ay nag-istorya kami nga istrikto ron kuno imaw kaya. Waron, hindi ko masaydan kung udyan paran kaya o kung waron.
Okay. Mangkuto naton si Mr. Sadyasa. Mr. Sadyasa, are you aware of this since that this is under your office?
Hello. Okay. Good morning. Actually, i-explain ko na ng konti. Before kasi, ang gahawak sang ticket is ibang tao, si Ma'am Poca, no? Ma'am Poca na siya. So siya ang may designation at ayan from kay treasurer. Nga siya ang gahawak ito ng snorkeling
Under
ticket.
sa office ni Treasurer, si Puka.
I think so. I don't know. Now, nung nakita nga medyo may itong memorandum, pagwait memorandum maya sa amon, so ginsugo sinong Samuel ni Mayor mismo, imbestigaran kung ano ang katabo wala sa snorkeling area nga haman nga may mga discrepancies gani. So tung nakita na ko anong discrepancies, nagtaot suggestion si nung Samuel kay Mayor, nagpati mata si Mayor. So ato naging ayos na. So as of now, wala na yun si Ma'am Poca. Ang bago kaya nga memorandum gipagawa ni Mayor is additional nga responsibility ni nung Samuel ang mag-hold sang snorkeling tickets na. So siya na kaya nag-control. So kaya naayos na tanana. So
Okay.
ang mga double-double nga
Warod.
mga ticket, medyo nadula-dula na. Maybe may dyan pa siguro, pero at least na medyo na lesson na gid siya. Kasi ang ginuubran naman kaya is daw percent series ba? Bigla pag makita mo pambot may naga-snorkeling, masaka ang taga-tao ni nung Samuel, check ang tao nga galangoy ug pilang bilog imong ticket. At least bala may
Ma-count.
ang may mga ibabi nga mga boats abi, ang style mas iba nga boats abi nga dalag po, mag-abot dito sa may Bulabog para sa biha bala ka magbayad i-ticket sa snorkeling area. Ka-discard kis lang nga half lang ang bayran, or kisa maghambas lang 20 lang ang malangoy dito sa snorkeling area. Hindi bala ang bilog nga sakay sa pambot ang mabayran
Maglangoy.
Hindi lang ko pila galangoy So bala 20 lang ang malangoy. So 20 lang ka ticket tao. Then pag abot sa snorkeling area, 30 tagli malangoy. So hindi man una, hindi ran makita. Pero kaya makita na kasi garubing sila. So ginasaka ang pambot, tanaw ang pila galangoy, tarawan na ticket kung isa
Very
ko
good.
hindi. So medyo at least may may
Hindi, pero sino ang ginatawaan ticket? Sinong nagabakal? Tour guide o boatman?
tour guide siguro.
Tour guides.
May iba
Okay.
may iba nga boats na tour guides man ta ang gakuha ticket sa mismo sa ticketing office naton sa snorkeling. Pero may iba man ta nga boatman man taga Buol. Ang atong problema lang amat dyan is may mga intok nga pambot nga wala gaagi dito sa biha nga opisina, di ba? Ito ang atong ticketing
Galumpat lang doon.
So dito ka diretso sa sa snorkeling area. So pagbot sa snorkeling area, wala ticket sila. That's why nga ay ang kainong boni nga mga tao, mga dating MFSA nato, mga dating tao sa snorkeling area, sila to kabantay dito. So pagsakad ni sa pambot kag wala i-ticket ang ang atong gapaman ko sa kung okay lang magbayad sa anda. Ay kung magbayad sa anda, ti okay lang. Kasi sa magbalik pa ang pambot dito sa biha, kag mabakal pa ticket, layo-layo ron.
Pero ang ginabayad nga wa i-ticket dahil wa sa nag-issue, gina-account man ron.
Wala na. Siyempre hindi mo ma-account siya. Kasi wala man lagi na-remit
Okay.
Di ba? So, yun na siguro ang gawa sila is parang additional lang nila na siguro compensation pagpantay sa snorkeling area kasi wala man sila sang compensation Kasi kung tanaw na to ng snorkeling area.
Yeah, was that compensation? But may share sanda
wala
sa
sila share. Paano to mas matagtawan sila share kay di ba wala man ga-release share ang atong LGU?
Hindi, pero sa memorandum of understanding may share sanda ito.
Wala pa memorandum ang memorandum of agreement wala pa na-release until now
No, so if the memorandum of agreement nga bag-o wa pa ma-implement, the old memorandum of agreement is still in effect.
Ang point na naman kasi namon dyan is, tanawa, pilang bulan nga, kung mag-duty ang anom katao ni ng boni nga ran dyan, sa pilang bulan na sika duty dyan, anong kaunon sa pamilya mo?
Continuous ang nga duty.
Okay ta nila kung halimbawa after 1 week, ma-release mo lagi ang share, okay lang. Wala mo sang, maghutom, asandaran.
Okay.
So,
I understand the situation, no? Dahil nga kabudlay mag-wallet
Basta
aton nga
discarte bala.
share.
Nag-discard sila
Mr.
siguro.
Chair.
Okay, Honorable Bautista.
As until now, mo ba pagapon
Negative.
pagapon
Negative. Wala pa.
ma-consummate, no?
Ginhold pa sa mayor's office ang Di ba gin-release na ninyo ang ang
Authority.
endorsement
Endorsement, tapos
Ginhold pa sa mayor's office ang MOA. I don't know.
So ano reason?
I don't know.
So wala man lang nag-visit? Nobody from any departments na to inquire from the office of the mayor. So what happened now with the MOA? Yes, the accountant.
I talked with the mayor regarding the MOA, yung na-revise ng MOA. And the mayor is having second thought of signing the revised MOA because the mayor wanted a new procedure, a new system sa snorkeling. He wanted between LGU Malay and barangay na lang. Wala na ang third party na NGO. It's just between barangay. Sila na bahala sa snorkeling area ang barangay and barangay ang mag-remit ng kwarta sa LGU Malay.
So I think you have to review first. You have to review first the ordinance.
The ordinance.
No? So there will be some overhaul of the ordinance. So tingnan mo na, Mr. Presiding, tingnan nyo
Yes,
muna
guy.
yung ordinansa natin and how is the snorkeling area is created, no? And established.
I agree. Dapat
So
ang
that should be reviewed first with the legal officer. Tingnan mo na yon if hindi naman, I think it's unfair naman na we started, actually, I was the one who introduced or started this snorkeling with as a livelihood sa mga fisher folks. Ay kung kunin niya, I think it's,
Wala na.
I will not agree with that.
It defeat the purpose of that ordinance.
You have to stop that. Hindi maganda yun dahil ginawa ko yan to support, matulungan yung mga fisher folks doon. Hindi not really for the income ng LGU o the barangay, but to help the fisher folks. Yun ang
Okay.
purpose ng ordinance na yan.
So I think I have to tell the mayor the purpose of this snorkeling is to help the
Yes.
The fisher folks.
the fisher
It's
folks.
for them, not for us.
That's the real essence of that ordinance. Walang iba.
Okay.
Tulong yan sa mga mga mangisda baga. Nakauwi man ito.
Okay, so thank you because the author of that ordinance is Honorable Bautista. No? And the concern of that is for the fisher folks. So additional lang kita. No?
Mr.
Okay.
Chair,
Okay,
may
Honorable
pana ako.
Mr. Pagsugiron.
Ang sa akon taga ni nga idugang, di ba may ginobra kita nga bag-o nga muwa nga to nga gin-approve man ninyo to para ma-release dapat ang 50% nga ma-release lang sa amon. Hay sobrawan year ron kaya hasta kaya
That's why ginpaliwanag gani ni Mr. Javier nga may gusto si Mayor nga iba, no? So that's why wa pa ma-aproba ni Mayor. Approve sa SB pero wa pa ma-aproba ni Mayor. So that's what we are waiting for nga ma-aproba na. But because may development kay Sir Javier nga may gina revise si Mayor, no? So hambal gani ni Honorable Bautista kung islan hindi pag ilakot ang fisher folks, i-overhaul ang ordinansa dahil ang ordinansa siya ang author nga para to sa mga fisher folks para sa inyo. So maybe we can I don't know, we have to wait or we have to make some actions, no, with regards to that memorandum of understanding that was not yet signed by our mayor.
So, Mr. Chairman, I think we have to through resolution or to highly recommend to the Office of the Mayor for
the approval,
the implementation of that MOA, no? Para kagoy man ng mga dahil ang purpose naton is ma-maintain ang area, no? As part now of the tourist attraction ng isla. Ay kung pabayaan naton ron na makaroon yang kanugon.
Kanugon, yes.
Kanugon.
Naumpisahan na eh.
Sayang.
So how about right now, Sir Caporal? Is there any meron bang mga pasaway doon o ano, okay na kayo doon lahat together with the Farm C?
To make it clear, sir, para fair. Kasi di namin mapansir eh. Ang sabi ni Sir Buni, yung mga sylinder na luma, kapaningil rin doon. So, maka-embarrass yun sir sa mga guest natin. Kasi singilin ko Samuel sa kolektor na. Pag alis namin, singilin naman ng mga siriter. So, ang recommend ko dyan sir, mag-designate tayo ng legal na kolektor. Para hindi man, kasi nakalagay sa memo ni Mayor, i-apprehend namin yung mga intruders at saka vendors. Ibig sabihin siguro sa intruders, yung mga luma na cylinder. Sabi ko, hindi pwede consider mo ang luma na member ng fisher folk yan eh.
Yes. They're member of the fisher folks. So they are not intruder kasi they are part of the memorandum of understanding.
Hindi member yan eh, nakapasok na hindi natin unidentified na sila. Ang ginapa natin ang security. So yung vendors, kasi hindi natin sir nagbibinta ng ninja. Kasi kailangan din ng guest natin ang pero pakakpa natin lang sir ng
as long na hindi sila naninira ng ating corals.
Pakunin sila ng
wala mga permit.
Ay makita man ang munisipyo. So sila nakakita siya, hindi munisipyo nakita. Pero ipan ang kanila.
Dumi.
Yung mga basura.
Basura. Okay. Okay, thank you sir. Si Honorable Lloyd basa dugang.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang gatabo, tama man ni Honorable Bautista nga basi ang kwento na maguli nga nadili ang memorandum naton nga to may naisip tagli si Mayor nga iba. So dapat kung kaisip sa nat iba tapos na ni kunta nanda ang problema sa share it parsi dahil gawlat-hulat mawani kay kay Mr. Pagsugwiron nga sobra 1 year ron gawlat-hulat sanda. Mao gani ang dali man naton diyan memorandum para ma-release. So arangan ni kasi may move ti mo nga iba kag kuan man ang kuan ni Honorable Bautista nga imo ta nag-create karang kabara makabulig sa aton mga mangisda diyan tapos bayluhan it gulpi nga wa man it kuan.
Yes.
So tapuson na nga to ang memorandum nga mas matao ang share it farm si dati bago
Barangay.
mag next it ibang option. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, so thank you very much. No? Sa kay Sir Samuel, sige may si Sir Caporal Anay, base may dogag.
Sa namin, sir, kasi ang problema doon sa sir, sa puno ng pagbigayan ng ticket, sir. Kasi
Sa bundok?
doon sa taas.
Mm.
Kasi yung ticket hindi makontrol, sir eh. Kasi sabihin yung magkuha ng ticket 20 pagdating doon 30 submerge. Ay ginagawa ni Samuel, kina-counter ko namin, sir. Switch hanggang habang kailan sir yung monitor namin araw-araw kasi may iba pa kaming ginagawa ng
trabaho.
Security. Hindi lang tambisa, hindi lang snorkeling.
Subsiding.
Okay. Okay, Honorable sandali lang sir, Honorable Bautista.
Ang bantay dagat, ano ang role ng bantay dagat sa snorkeling area?
Okay, si Mr. Torres siguro makasabat karon dahil bantay dagat mo. Pindot lang, pindot.
Ang bantay dagat, sir, nagkakanda kami sa urban operations. Amon mga ginabantayan ang area at kung may mga illegal nga nagapangisda dyan o nagapamunit sa sulod at snorkeling area, amon gina-apprehend. So, pero sa hindi sa tanan nga panahon ay namomonitor namon dahil kakatulog man di ba? Ako namat kami man ang ginabantayan. So, pero ang bantay dagat ginaobra namon ang mga trabaho para sa snorkeling area.
So may ang araw ba ang problema ba na say ano ang bantay dagat ba is more on fishing lang gid ang role sa protection ng marine life kasama. Kasama no? So meaning bantay dagat has may part sa implementation in maintenance and preservation ng snorkeling area.
Yes, actually gani sir, ang nagtakod gani sa mga buya sa snorkeling area is bantay dagat.
Bantay dagat na. So ilang bantay dagat ang let's say ang pinaka-busy na snorkeling area is Tambisaan eh. So pila ka bantay dagat ang na-assign sa area?
Actually, okay, ang current abing situation sa snorkeling area is ang may aton nga 5 katawo diyan nga under kay nung Samuel nga casual. Hindi na siya bantay dagat ha. Sila na siya ang mga sea rangers na ang 5 nga na.
Okay. So I'm asking ang akot ang bantay dagat ang gusto
ang
masaya
bantay dagat naman is nag-assist na kay nung Samuel dito sa snorkeling area like
ilang bilog?
Usually daywa ang gamunot sa imo no? 3. Daywa o 3 na sila gamunot sa ana.
So pila aton strength ang members at ng bantay dagat?
Actually, ang bantay dagat ato 14 kita ka bantay dagat plus kasanis ng Samuel. So 13 na lang.
30.
Except kay nung Samuel eh. So 13 ka
So
bantay dagat.
31.
Ha?
13?
13. 1-3.
1-3.
Oo. Pero ano na sila, ang mag-duty na everyday is only 6 or 7 everyday.
Ugang ron.
24 hours.
Ang atong snorkeling area nag-ooperate na ang 11 identified or established. Ilan na
ang operational snorkeling area ay only 5.
5.
Oo.
5 areas ron. So may mga bantay dagat na na-assign sa 5?
Wala. Kasi ang dati abi naton nga ang setup is ang si rangers nga ang gabantay sa area nga ran. Tapos sa bantay dagat is naka-standby just in case may problema, gatawag sa amon automatic guwa ang bantay dagat. Kasi hindi man nato ma-expect na kung anom lang ato bantay dagat sa guardhouse, hindi man to mabulag-bulag dito sa
Pero dapat tugangan eh. Dapat i-assist kita nato na eh. Hindi nato na masyado maproteksyonan imaw. Not unless nga may atong ang tao na ron eh. Di ba?
Actually, ayun ang purpose din si Rangers ang na-assign sa snorkeling area kasi sila ang 24 hours na babantay sa snorkeling area eh. Sila ang gapanukot, sila ang gabantay.
Ang bantay dagat ba allowed sila mag-issue it?
Yes.
Si Rangers allowed din?
Yun ang gintry naman dati kasi
So meaning hindi pwede. So kaya nga dapat may bantay dagat doon para mag-issue ng season ticket.
kasi ang ginaubagay naman usually na, basta kung may illegal nga, may problema sa isa ka area, gina-hold na sang si Ranger, and then abot lagi ang bantay dagat. Kaya may speedboat man bantay dagat.
Delayed na. Dapat talaga somebody from bantay dagat who have to will assess ng si Rangers.
Actually, to be honest with you, sir, nag-work sa amon dati na eh. Sa dating setup eh. Nag-work na siya.
Nag-work.
Dasig mo lang kasi 24 hours na bantay dagat sa Gardas eh.
Nag-work.
Nag-work siya.
So what happened now?
Kasi wala tayo si Rangers eh. Wala nang si Rangers sa area kasi. So, wala
No, I mean,
na.
ang talking of bantay dagat, babayaan mo na yung si Rangers. Bantay dagat, what I'm talking is bantay dagat.
Wala na siya nag-work kaya kasi wala na sang gabulig sa amon sa area.
So meaning, baliskad na, dapat ang si Rangers magbulig sa bantay dagat?
Imo giman ang setup. Okay, clear again. Ang snorkeling area go-operate. Si Rangers ang tawag itong dati dyan. Ang dati setup okay.
Si Rangers.
So kung may problema, automatic tawag sa bantay dagat, ayun ang bantay dagat to, tikitan. Amo na siya.
So saan ang base ng bantay dagat?
Sa Tabon Port.
Tabon Port. So halimbawa, kung sa Yapak, so
kaya.
They have to wait.
Oh, pero may speedboat naman eh. So kaya naman siya, maabot.
Oo nga, pero ang gusto ko ang kwan ba, ang kwan eh, ang visibility, I'm talking of visibility ng bantay dagat eh. So it's one way of prevention sa mga intruders dahil alam na may bantay dagat. Di ba?
Nagka-patrol man ang bantay dagat. So, if you're talking about visibility, ka-patrol man ang bantay dagat, you don't expect them na magstay sa kalugar for
so, yung mga
every
kaniro,
day.
dapat ubrahon naton. Dugangan naton atong bantay dagat para may aton ang tawo na.
Okay.
Di ba?
Dapat
eh.
Order. Mr. Sadyasa, why only you have 13 or 14 members of Bantay Dagat?
Very easy kasi na mag-ubas ang plano. It's very difficult to request people na magdugang ikaw. So, totoo lang siya.
Haman, it's very difficult to request people.
So ibig sabihin, nag-request ka man, wa ka matawaan ni tawo.
That was long time ago. Pero kaya, sa nakita abin ako, sa dating setup abin namang
Okay,
okay
I'm talking of the present
pero
situation.
If yun, I will try. Sige, kung that's
No,
your
you have to do it na. Now, ngayon, you will be submitting now your proposed budget for the whole year. By next year.
Dugang.
Kung ilang bang bantay dagat, na maproteksyonan na, nagkakita ron. At the same time, nakabuli kita sa Preserve Fox, at the same time, as a tourist attraction. So, ano ang role ng bantay dagat sa snorkeling area? Yung ang dapat to eh. Para ma-augment pag ito ng income mo na, ag ma-maintain, ag ma-preserve, ag ma-improve pag itang aton mga snorkeling areas. Di ba?
Okay. So,
ang purpose na ito sayang naman, nakita naman ito, nakita ko nun. So you have to infuse more investment. Hindi na, bayaan mo na.
So we need
business yan eh.
We need more personnel as Bantay Dagat.
Okay, we will request.
Ayun na. Hindi request you to propose, na dahil budget,
sa budget
mas na tayo. Kung kailangan ba natin to Bantay Dagats in every snorkeling areas? If it needed, so you have to do it. Ang kandun eh, business na yan eh. So, let's go business. Di ba?
Okay. Honorable Maming.
Tama naman kay Honorable Bautista eh. Yung ibig sabihin ni Honorable Bautista, ilistanin mo kung pila, halimbawa, mag-irubing ka mo kayang adlaw, pila magastos nga krudo. I-propose nyo tanan para tama man nga makita turista dyan nga galibot kita, daw kang pantis, grabe yun, bagay bantay dagat, nag-adlaw, galibot-libot. So, dugang sa atonan. So, i-plastar, kung hindi maprubahan, pasensya. Kung maprubahan, salamat kita.
Okay.
Mr. Sadyasa.
Thank you, Honorable Mami. Pamangkot ko lang, Sir Javier.
Okay.
Si Sir Samuel Torres is under now sa LGU. Sa Kwan. Okay. So, siya ang supervisor at Bantay Dagat. Ang kolektor?
Siya na naghahawak ng management ng snorkeling area.
Snorkeling area. Okay. So, si Mr. Torres. So, may what I mean, si Sir Samuel, do you have any, shall we say, a very good relationship with the MFSA? as of this time. So sino ang designated collector ng LGU under sa Office of the Treasury nga naga-collect una sa snorkeling area? Sino may aton personnel? Aside sa imo bala nga naga-collection?
Tawo kita ito sa kwan sa Station 1 and 3. Bali 5 sa nakatawo. Wala ko lang makakilala kung anong mga pangalan.
Pero sanda
nagatawid ng ticket sa mga bisita ho.
Okay.
Pagkatapos kada hapon, ginakulik kung andang mga koleksyon, ag ginarimit na kung kay Mamuya.
So pinsan ng imong pagbuol kandaron. Okay. So may ang kwan gali naton sa Station 1 and Station 3.
Sa Station 1 and 3. Pero
ang gabayad.
Tapos ako, may kaibana ko bantay dagat, gina-counter check kung andang pang-issue nga ticket. At kung may mga kulang-kulang, gina-issuean ko ticket ang mga
makaball ticket. Okay. So thank you.
Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Bautista.
Kung tanong ko kay Mr. Sugiro, anong status itaton nga snorkeling areas mo karon? Nasamad ba mo, na-improve, or as is lang gyapon, maman gyapon after how many years? Ano introduce ng mga improvements o development na sa area? Ngaron, gikayad ba na for how many years?
Ang sa akon, sa kaya nga nakita ko, mo gani nga nag-present ako kaya sa sesyon, dahil mo gani nga hambalon lahat na akon gid ang minatuod sa kaya nga time, ay mo gani nga gusto na ko nga i-request dapat sa inyo, sa kaya nga dapat kung pwede nga budgetan ang kalat, dahil waron itbuya. Number 1 ran. Pangaywa, ay sa kaya siguro mahambal na kon sa inyo nga ang isda o dyan ay siguro mga sobra katunga aron ang nadura. Ang pagang kaya maskin siguro hindi ako magpinusong sa inyo, maskin inspeksyonon siguro niyo kung ano ron ang hitsura. Gani ay kaya ang improvement nga hambal nimo nga kung ano ron ang development kaya ay siguro waron it development dahil waron it nag-aaskaso, hindi katulad sa amon kang una nga akon membro nga 18 ran kada adlaw ran ga-duty ran anom katawo. Pag mag-duty sa adlaw ran, gabi ga-duty sa daran dahil ginaprotektahan nanda ang gapangisda o dyan sa snorkeling area. Hay kaya sino ang gabantay kon gabi? Uwa ay alangan naman nga magbantay ka wa makatsweldo. Wa man kawit kita. Hindi katulad sa amon dati, nga gakita sa adlaw, gasakripisyo sa gabi. Dahil kang una tanang pag-manage na ako ng snorkeling area, kaya nagnamiran. Dahil istrikto ako. Pag hindi ka mag-duty gabi, suspindi ka. Pag 3 bisis ka nga hindi mag-duty, tanggal ka. Hay kaya sino ang ga-manage it? Manami. Mo gani ginambal na ako nga sa Orihi. Ako concern na ako't Boracay. Sa buhay na ako nga pagbuyot snorkeling area sa 20 years. Kung ano ang pag-alaga ko ng snorkeling area, adlaw-adlaw ran ginalimpyo gitna ko ran sa akon mga tauhan. Ay kaya sino ang galimpyo? Sino ang gabantay at gabi? Kaya kang isang gabi ito, nagpangarambo ako't lokos. Binira ko ng kahoy it nagapanglinti. Siguro 10 kilos ng igo. 5 san sa tunga it snorkeling area.
Ito nagapanglinti?
Ito gapanglinti. Ay mo gani ginambal na ko nga kaya mga trisya sa parte lamang bilin it isda ang daywa o buso nit libod.
Okay, so thank you.
Gin pangbaligya ron.
Thank you Honorable Graf. Yes.
Okay, sa nabatian ako ng hambay ni Mr. Pagsugiron, medyo kugang atong attention na ginatao sa aton nga snorkeling area, not because we earn money from them from the area, but also protection it aton nga marine environment. So actually, if I can remember, a few months ago, nag-ano ka ba kita, nag-ubra kita mapping, nag-collect kita mga pledges para mabakaw ang mga kagat nga kinanggan, ang mga buya nga kinanggan. Natakod na ni kamo man nagtakod. So ano ang sitwasyon tangja nga imaw ang ginahambang naton nga what nagabantay, so security ang kugang. So siguro sino akong pangutan-on sino in charge opisina pagyapon ni Mr. Sadyasa ang
yes, it's under the office
diba?
of
Under
Municipal
Samuel,
Agriculture.
ano ang program aton nga MAU para maproteksyonan ang daan nga marine environment aton nga mga snorkeling area sa Boracay.
Kasi after nga kumbaga daw may memorandum dati abi nga iba na ang nag-manage sa snorkeling area. Wala na ko nagbutang it ng budget for snorkeling area abi eh.
Basi, why?
Wala.
You give up on the snorkeling
Ay,
area?
ewan ko. But anyway.
No, but you cannot give up. It's your office. Who's
Ah.
handling that? Ay, matay ituro ni mo kay Samuel man gapon imong tao. You have people naman eh. Hindi mo nga anong problema. I mean, maybe we can help you.
Okay.
Kasi okay, may problema ra office. Siguro ay i-check lang ng ro function and then i-delegate lang that function which cannot be implemented or hindi kaya i-ubrahon. Siguro i-refer to other departments. Itaon na nato dan para maging maayos ro atong snorkeling areas eh.
To be honest, kayang-kaya man eh.
Kaya man din
Kaya
gawin.
man namon dati. Pero, for example, kaya, okay, per se nung Samuel, kaya.
So we rely more on syringes talaga.
Oh, kasi sinong Samuel abi kaya, wala mang ga-report sa akon eh. Direct na sa kay
So
mayor
why
na
is
eh.
it, hawaman
So,
wag report si Samuel
hindi,
sa...
kasi natural dahil ang basta gusto man abi ni mayor nga mga ron eh nga
Okay.
Samuel is direct to the office of the mayor.
Mr. Presiding.
Hindi under sa MAU.
Mr. Presiding.
pero designation niya is under sa MAU. Designation niya.
Oh. So dapat sa imo eh. Sige. Okay, we understand.
You know na, you understand already kung ano ginamit ko, di ba? So,
Okay.
magambal ikaw.
Okay, Mr. Presiding. So I think we have to discuss this matter with the Chairman Committee on Agriculture. Then we have to create a management team on snorkeling areas na lang siguro, Mr. Chair. Na may team na lang na magma-manage, no? Kung napatian natin na explanations, so may problema eh. So I think we have to establish or create a team na talagang ma-manage ng snorkeling areas. Kanugon arami sa presiding eh.
Yes, of course.
Kasi baka 50% ko nung kasi nagayas siguro to, mamanat gamintin ka to niya, isda nagpanaw ba or kilo ko to.
Ang pinaka-importante abi sa akon lang, ang gabi nga mabantayan. Dahil masalom ti imaw iya sa punta, ito tagali imaw nagapanira to sa snorkeling area. Butwa ti imaw to sa pihak, no? So dapat mabantayan na nato ron. Dahil agi man lang mana ako to, pag agi na nato abo isda, sige anang pamarel to it ng pamana to sulod. So dapat may bantay kita.
Di sa din ginapakpak ka na sa tunga para isda magawa di panaon na gawa man na
Sa gwa ta na. But before nga may aton nga nagabantay MPSA, adlaw gabi ang bantay eh. So medyo na prevent ang So doon ang isa sa mga sitwasyon. So I don't know if we can make management team. Pero hay baka mag-contradict man kita to sa aton ordinance.
No, it's within the context of the ordinance.
Yes,
Okay. Hindi tayo lahat pwede maglabas doon. At least, there must some amendments to the existing ordinance. So, it would be within the context of that ordinance naman eh.
How about sa implementation?
Sa implementation, so basta makita, ang purpose man lang is to preserve, maintain, and improve, develop these snorkeling areas eh.
Yes.
Diba? So, at the same time, yung collector under din the management team. Diba? Which is, kung sino na ang mag-head, ay kung sa may problema, so maybe somebody has the guts to implement the preservation of that area.
Okay. So, thank you, Honorable Graf, and then Honorable Aaron.
With regards to the may ang last na meeting natin na to na dinrik diba naghambal ang mga barangay nga agreed sanda nga ma-provide man andang security andang nga mga tanod para bantayan ang snorkeling area nga sa anda nga jurisdiction. Dahil may andaman nga sharing. Ako sana sa sharing. So okay with asanda. I don't know what happened after that. So anyway, kung matabo, may daan gapon kita nga di ba propose kita amendment. No, actually, ginatapos ko naman ang mapping, isa na adoption.
Buwa na.
Adoption.
So, sige na lang. I will
bago nga areas gid ang mga MPA sabo atong
Okay, so anyway, ang pinaka-bottom line na karon ang duty at gabi kung sino.
Anyway, I will try to discuss this matter with the mayor na lang para maayos na.
Okay.
Mr.
Thank
Chair,
you. Honorable Aaron, yes?
Yeah, my concern is dapat i-address anay ang previous nga ma-releason ang share it aton nga MFA. And then, basi do yun lang ang factors nga nagmauruno, nagpabayaon agwan. So, I think it is necessary to address this issue first. ang MOA nga to kaysa mag-create na naman tayo ng panibago. So, kung ma-solve ron to din, that's the time nga may commitment na naman ang bawat isa to preserve our snorkeling areas.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that idea, Honorable Aaron. Actually, si SB Bautista na bala na mag-istorya sa Chief Executive para ma-plansa naton maayos. It's aron man ang pinaka-bottom line nga nakita ko nga problema eh. And amo man ang gusto nga ipaabot ni Mr. Sadyasa, no? So once nga maayos na tanan, I think all is well done na, maganda na yan.
But Mr. Chair, 1 year na, almost 1 year na walang sharing. So pwede masaya natin sa aton accountant kung magkano na ba ang share supposedly ng Fisher Fox and FSA?
Slowly, baka mabigla kami sa laki.
As of August 31st.
Nagpa-print ako sa aking staff ng snorkeling collection 2017. Noong January, ang total collection ng snorkeling is 116,200. 116,200. Sa loob-loob ko, pagkita ko ng figure, mukhang masyadong maliit yata to. 116,200 lang.
For how many months?
For 1 month. Samantalang according sa kay Sam Torres, na interview ko, 5 days lang is 80,000 according sa kanya. So sa loob-loob ko, masyadong mababa tong figure na ito.
So maybe that's the reason why the mayor issued that memorandum sa mga illegal collectors Okay. So meaning from January to up to August 31st, magkano ba ang collection total? And then magkano yung share dapat napunta na sa
January, ang share yata na may breakdown na dito eh. Ang share ng MFSA, LGU Malay, ang barangay share.
So ano lang, ang sakuan lang, sa MFSA lang ang malaman natin kung magkano na ang...
So sa 116,200, ang nakalagay kasi dito 55% share kasi based pa ito sa old MOA na rate. So 63,910 ang sa MFSA na share. Sa March, walang data ang February.
Walang collection?
Walang data.
Walang, I don't know what happened, bakit walang data ang February.
Nagkagulo.
So, ang March, 391,230 ang total collection ng March. Ang share ng MFSA is 215,176.50. Ang April, total collection 536,000. Ang share ng MFSA is 294,800. For the month of May, total collection 484,000. Ang share ng MFSA is 266,200. For the month of June 2017, ang total collection is 496,000. Ang share ng MFSA 272,800. July 2017, total collection 432,000. Share ng MFSA 237,600.
Okay, so with that figures, no? Makikita.
So, meaning, mayroong receivable na 1.9, almost 1.9 million itong MFSA. Presiding.
So, that's
milyonaryo tanagali nga sandang niya.
Kaya lang, ang point ko here is, ang COA. Ayaw ng COA na i-honor ang first MOA dahil ang nag-collect ang collection during that time sa first MOA is done by
MFSA.
That's why we cannot, if we use the old MOA here sa allocation,
hindi pwedeng i-apply sa
hindi natin pwedeng may apply. Otherwise,
violation tayo. Okay, so that's why kung ma-agree kunta tong new MOA, so that's the time na ma-release natin sa kanila.
Yes.
With the opinion of the COA.
Yes.
Okay, so tama ba?
So pila ka membro na Mr. President imo nga
pila ang membro MFSA kara tanan kabilugan?
Haling una, wa man nagdugang nagbawas.
Wa imamang gyapon.
Manggapon pila?
18.
18 i-divide ang 1.7 million 1.9.
Hindi 18?
Mayapak pa na siya nga.
Ang sa manok-manok is 18, tapos sa yapak ay 4.
Blabar.
Wala.
So 22.
1.9 for 22. Babot ang mga kwarta share ng dara.
Yes, Honorable Lloyd.
Pero dyan yapon karon Sir, yung kuan yung nagbantay ngayon na bago, wala. Hindi pwede sila. Sino nagbantay ngayon? Halimbawa,
Hindi,
nag-collect
they are not a member of the association, wala. They are
Oh,
not
pwede
qualified
member.
to receive
Kaso
the
lang, almost
ticket.
more than 1 year man nga gintipunan da eh. Natipon eh.
7 months.
16 yan, sa
8
16.
months, 8 months lang.
Actually,
Nag-start.
hindi pa kasali dyan yung last year na inog-release.
Yung last year
It's
pa.
only from January to August.
Okay.
Hindi pa kasama yung
Last
February.
year, 2016.
Walang data, Mr. President, yung February. At saka yung short collection ng January. Kasi March may 300,000 almost eh. So di bababa ng 200,000 a month eh. So mga 2 million plus supposedly ang dapat matanggap ng mga FSA.
Plus last year.
I-divide mo 22, laki.
Okay.
Tag to 100 more thousand more per person.
Per person.
member.
Ay guto man sanda 1 year ay wa man sandat collection ba eh. Napinsan lang, nagpinsan.
Lista lang sa tindahan, bayaran lang ma-receive.
Pero I think ang point ni Mayor here sa snorkeling area, naguluhan na dahil ang sistema, daw magulo ang sistema. So gusto ni Mayor, ayusin ang sistema sa snorkeling para pag-release it kwarta.
Anyway, kung gusto ayuso ni Mayor, actually that yung memorandum of understanding na huli, sila din yung nag-draft noon eh. With Attorney Prado, no? So gin papanaog iya, may mga correction lang sang kiri nga gin obra namon iya day sa sanggunian and then gin aprobahan gin balik sa anda. So
anyway, nakita man nato yung system, it is effective as mentioned by the mga officers. Nga effective eh. Ibalik na ato nga system. Ang problema man lang sa releasal ng share eh, na dapat mag-comply sa COA regulation. So yun lang man ang problema eh. So ibalik lang ang sistema nga to, i-improve lang siguro kung it needs improvements, improve lang, but at least mayroon na tayong base. 'Di ba? At saka we have to institutionalize na kung yung system. Na din pwede balik
because mabahol ron nga bulig sa aton eh sa Malay, no? Nga income generating naton nan eh. So at least may mga ma-project pa kita karon. Okay.
Actually, yung tama si Honorable Bautista nga very minor lang ang problema during that time. Collector laman ang collection at kwarta. Utang na taga treasurer's office na siya magkolekta tanan every hapon.
Haron man
very simple, hindi mo kinahanglan i-phase out mo tanan nga nga ginobra dyan nga nami nga procedure para islan mo't bag-o nga palpak man. So may butangan mo na kung ano nang minor lang man ang problema.
Actually, ang ginakuha mo lang nato ang sistema on how to collect yung mga snorkeling fees eh. Isang kiri mo lang kunta. Okay. So I hope with the help Honorable Bautista to talk with our Chief Executive, maayos natin do problema. Sige. Last, Honorable Aaron.
One thing hingan to ang mali dahil nakapangalan sa personal ni Boneris. That's why ginanot account it COA. So take note nga sa kaya ang releasal it's on the MFSA.
Actually ang COA na yon na na parang findings na yun na ginsabit sa amon. Mga old na na cheque. That was
okay.
2015 na cheque yun na nakapangalan kay nung Boni sa kay nung Gmail kasi wala pang MFSA during that time. So ang COA nagsuggest sa amon na why not nga pagpatindog ka mo itang association para ang cheque hindi nakapangalan sa personal na tao.
Yes, association.
So association na. So na after yun
na yung MFSA.
So naayos na siya. Ang problema lang galing kasi syempre wala pa na close ang amoto nga nga problem. So nakausap ko naman ang COA regarding that nga para ma-clear ang pangalan ni nung Boni sa kay nung Jimwell. Baka pwede na lang sa barangay na lang siguro nga certification na sila yung pharmacy nga leader during that time. Kasi di ba ang ordinance natin pharmacy naman eh. So kung sila ang pharmacy leader during that time, so may authority magyapon siya nga
certification from barangay na to
iya,
prove that they are the
or sa mga
pharmacy.
members niya, gina-certify siya nga siya ang pwede magkuha sang ilang nga share in behalf sa grupo.
Okay. Sige.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Javier.
Chair, may latest update ako sa COA. Nag-release ng letter ang COA address kay Mayor Kawalig regarding sa collection na receive ng Mr. Boneres, Jimwell, at saka MFSA na collection sa snorkeling, that COA is informing that they are giving 15 days lang para ma-comply ang requirements na nag-receive sila at kwarta nga wala legal basis, walang MOA, whatsoever na during that time.
So may letter from the MOA?
Oo, nag-receive sila ng kwarta from LGU Malay nga walang MOA. So, yan ang 15 days lang ang binigay ng
So when was the
ng COA.
issuance of the COA? What date?
August 22, I think.
So they were aware of that?
Pinadalhan sila ng kopya ng COA, lahat ng involved. Pati si ex-mayor Jan Yap yata, pinadalhan din ng
Okay.
Okay, si Mr. Sajasa, yes.
Ako may letter man ako dyan eh. The same. But again yun nga ginaano ko naman, reiterate naman ako nga dead end tabi na siya. Dead end on my part. Kasi ang problema gani MOA eh. We were looking for the old MOA, wala kami makita ng old nga MOA. That's why I'm asking Attorney Prado parang yesterday na kung ano ba ang pwede natin ibulos sa MOA. Example, in absence of MOA, ano bang ibang document na pwede natin ibulos lang dyan? Para lang, kung tanaw na ito malas Northern areas, started 2003 eh. 2003, kataon na kita share sa Fisher Folks eh. Bakit hindi naging COA finding siya noon? Bakit ngayon lang?
Ilang years? Maybe in what year that there's some circulars na lumabas sa COA na ito na yung mga bagong requirements. Maybe previously, wala yung mga circulars na yun.
I-inform ko ang COA niya na na-concern, wala kami makita na MOA na previous. That's why nga, nagdali kami ubrat MOA, di ba? Atong before nga sa kayang MOA. May MOA na kami dyan. Ang problema lang galing, pag panotaryo namon, August siya notaryo ni Attorney Prado, ang father. So, ang problema, may na-release na check in February and March. So, hindi siya nakasunod sa MOA nga to. Amutang na-question it ng COA, nga anong legal basis mo nag-release kwarta it ng March nga August notaryo ang ang
So have you ever spoke to the COA nga?
Yes, nagmangkot ako sa taga-auditor na sir, may idea ba kamo sir kung ano ang matabo? Kung example nga wala kami sa makita nga MOA, may other documents ba kita man pwede i-produce nga in absence of MOA? Wala siya sa masabat.
Wala.
Sabi niya, wala ko siya masabat sa inyo, di ako pwede magsabat sa inyo karan. Yeah. So ang gawa sa ato gani kaya is daw bulag kita nga style kita mo obra kita no document ako saan dapat man hindi pwede ran.
So I think we have to refer that to our legal officer.
Actually nag-talk na ganyan ako si Iya.
What is the remedy and
wala siya maisip na pwedeng in absence sa mo
what. So anyway, ma-answer lang yan kung may merong mga sulat na from COA, then sagutin lang yun. Then that's one way of explanation. Then depende sa kanila kung i-consider nila or not. Yun na lang siguro.
Yung to the point kanina mangkot na ako sa anda, kung may di ba notice of disallowance after 15 days, ano matabo kaya kung may notice of disallowance? Sabi nila, ibalik daw naman ang kwarta. Kung paano tayo ibalik ang Fisher Folk ang kwarta? Okay lang sa MFSA, ang sa asosasyon. Kasi ang kwarta ang 5% asosasyon, diyan lang ang sa bangkoran. Pwede ito ibalik ran. Paano 50% lang sa Fisher Folk?
Distribute na.
Fisher Folk? I don't think siguro, kung tanaw na to, LGU may salaman eh. Nag-release ka timo kwartang wala MOA. Di ba?
Yes. Ay mga ni siguro nga may sulat man ang si former mayor. Di ba?
Okay. So anyway, Haron, basta bahala ron na mag-istorya si Honorable Bautista sa Chief Executive, no? So that everybody will be cleared with regards to these issues, no? Use your convincing power. Anyway, so thank you very much. May pamangkot pa before we suspend our session for lunch. If there's none, no? Thank you very much, Sir Javier, Sir Dinrick, Sir Caporal, thank you. Kay Nong Samuel, thank you. And also to Mr. Pagsugeron, thank you very much. Okay. So, suspend na ito. So, our session is suspended for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, Robin.
Confirmation from the legal authorities or from any intelligence community is still broadcasted to the That's why we invited you because of our interaction, and that's why we would like to inquire
but to besmirch my or to destroy my reputation, dignity, and my personality, even in those of my family.
Para ma-improve talaga yung aming
session is now lifted. Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chairman, first on our incoming is a referral of the MPDC or zoning administrator for endorsement of the application for zoning and building permit of various applicants in Boracay Island and mainland Malay. We have Miss Valerie, first Miss Evelyn Libuton, construction of 3-story residential or commercial building located in Barangay Manok-Manok. Mr. Rexes Orsoa proposed 1-story warehouse at Barangay Manok-Manok. Fish Eye Divers Corporation, 1-story souvenir shop located in Barangay Balabag. Mr. Harry Gwen Omar Fernan proposed 1-story commercial building with roof deck located in Barangay Balabag. Ms. Jinky Reyes, renovation of 3 units, 2-story apartment with powerhouse or genset room located at Barangay Balabag. Ms. Valerie Joy Britannia proposed 3-story 5 rooms residential and commercial building with roof deck located in Sitio Mangayad, Barangay Balabag. And Mr. Liberato O. Baconawad Jr. Proposed 4-story 27 rooms apartment with 2 residential rooms, residential and commercial building with roof deck located in Barangay Yapak.
Okay, so may we hear from our MPDC?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon sa lahat. First applicant po is Ma'am Evelyn Liboton. Location of construction it is at Sitio Tuluban, Barangay Manok-Manok. Name of project is as-built of 3-story residential commercial building. Ground floor is mini-mart. Second floor is 3 residential rooms. Third floor is with 2 residential rooms. Area is 179 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration named to Ma'am Evelyn Liboton. CLUP classification is low density commercial zone C1 po. Authorized representative po is present. Ma'am Evelyn po is wala.
Okay, so to the august body, particularly on the chairman on land use, do you have any clarification with the application of Ms. Liboton?
I think based on the inspection of the zoning office, Mr. Presiding, it's all complied, especially on the open spaces, setback.
How about the classification of
Complied din po, sir.
Complied din.
Apo. C1, po, low density commercial zone. Yung open space po is complied din po sa 10%. Yung problema lang po, sir, is yung parking space kasi yung setback natin na 6 meters from center line of the road po na-utilize po as parking. Tapos nakatayo na yung structure.
So it should not be sa municipal ordinance natin, dapat clear ang
Opo.
area.
Wala pong obstruction sana.
Yes.
Kuminsan
Pero
din-
yung building is compliant.
Okay po, okay po
compliant
yung building line niya. Kuminsan din po kasi yung problema doon, base sa picture, sir, siguro nakita mo dyan, yung mga freezer po, yung ibang mga binibenta andyan sa labas.
That should not be. Dapat
Yes
nasa
po.
loob
Yes
ng
po.
building.
Yes po.
Matagal na tapos ang structure? Tagal na? When was the
According to the owner, sir, is December 2016,
last
year.
So ano sabi ng owner, ba't hindi siya kumuha ng building permit?
Actually, sir, meron po yung building permit, pero yung na-approve lang, in-apply po nila is residential building only, tapos 2-story lang po iyon. So yung third floor po, hindi po na-apply ng building permit. So ngayon po, ina-apply na po namin para ma-comply po yung mga requirements.
So yung application nyo is only for third floor.
Bali, binuo na po namin, sir, as a whole 1, 2, 3. Kasi yung naunang
Application.
ng building permit is medyo hindi po, sir, nasunod ng konti. So,
So why ma-approvean? Hindi na-approvean nung una.
na-approve po, sir. Pero meron po kaming building permit na na-approve. Kaso
and
lang po, sir, yung mga positioning ng room sa loob, hindi po nasunod. So,
so may, ano ba tawag
may
dyan?
changes.
As-built.
May as-built.
Tsaka
Okay.
residential lang po.
At saka residential lang yun, sir.
So ngayon, in-apply nyo as residential commercial.
Sir.
Okay. May mga revision. May revision sa plan.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Tapos, sir, nag-additional kasi po sila ng 79 square meters sa likod. Nabili po kasi nila. So, nag-extend naman po sila ng 79 square meters sa likod. Kaya ngayon po, marami pong changes. Kaya in-apply na lang po namin ng bago.
So, in-apply nyo na lahat? Okay.
So paano yung parking area nyo?
As according to the owner, sir, yung parking area kasi dapat po nila is doon po sa branch ng Boracay Minimart sa...
Biro lang. Anyway, yun nga, totoo. Dahil ang purpose kasi not only for your own vehicle, but kung may customer kayo, saan sila mag-parking? Or else dyan sa kalsada, di ba?
Kalsada, sir.
So,
Pwede po
mag-block
sa
sa
kanila
ng
magamit
one.
ng konting set po.
Yun ang purpose doon sa, hindi lang sa sariling sakyan, yun sa mga customers. Ba? So, paano yan?
Hindi ko po masagot kung
So, bawal
paano.
sila magbili doon.
May delivery.
May delivery.
Ano yung sa baba, grocery store?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sige, so, ano naman?
Yung saan banda yan?
Sa harap nung sir, nung market natin.
Yung
existing
doon
na
sa
talipapa
taas.
po.
Oo. But anyway, the Committee on Land Use will inspect that one. So, it's up for them if kung okay naman, so that will be reported to the plenary na lang.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so next. Thank you.
Next po is Rexis G or SUWA. Name of project is proposed one-story warehouse. Lot area is 1,245 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration from Liza, Jomar, Josimar, Omar, Kukimi, Marichu, Liza, Jean, Josel, and Joseph, all surname Salido po. Tapos deed of absolute sale of a portion of land between lahat po ng Salidos and Rexes or SUWA. Kasi land classification po namin is medium density commercial zone C2 po. So allowed naman po yung warehouse. Location of construction is at Kalban, Barangay Manok-Manok, Boracay Island. Authorized representative po is Sir Andro Ong.
Okay.
Present po si Sir.
So hindi pa yun na transfer sa pangalan ni Mr. Orsua?
Transferred na, sir.
Transferred na?
Transferred, pero hindi yung...
Wala pa.
Deed of sale pa lang.
Deed of sale pa lang. Doon sa may bodega na naman to?
No, bodega na.
Okay.
Sa likod.
Sa likod.
One-story warehouse?
Oh,
Mm.
warehouse mo lang.
Para simento?
Diyan, bodega na for... Ano,
Sa taas-taas tarakon? Lumara sa picture?
Oh,
Ay, kwan.
Pila ka meters ang height na...
Sa plan, sir, 5 meters, mataro height na na.
Stackan siguro at simento.
Kasi taas-taas tarakon picture, oh.
Asbelt ba siya o
Ongoing nga ni sir.
Sobra 5 meters, ha? Oo, may dugang pagid nga kabilyas
Design.
babaw.
Sukato na lang the sir, the height kung pilagin man na.
Subok ko na one story. Dalawa ara siguro, mga pila giraw, mga 15 meters o taraho. Or more. Pila meters
15? Taas?
sa plano, sir, is...
5 meters lang, sir. Kung
Pero
tanawon,
ang construction, ang ginobra ba nga sa picture, oh, bas actual na inspection na?
do yun, sir, do actual makara.
Oo, sobra araw na eh. Sobra 5 meters, ha?
Passport.
Sa taas tara. Si makibot lang kita karap lado may kwarto sa babaw gali.
May sangkiring diferensya sir do perspective agroana nga
Actual.
plan ag sa actual. Kasi may kung tan-awon naton do perspective anang roof gid ay anang sa slab it ground floor na sa para sa second floor hay anang beam ito gid aro roof dapat hidaya
Ay tatlo ka beam mo tara day ka beam. So meaning
Mm.
more than ay floor sa babaw ra.
pero an application one story lang dapat sir.
So dapat ang dang umano correct
Base sa plano ma'am ngagin pasa.
At may attic,
Buko na to atik ra sir.
room gid.
Second floor.
Suggestion lang siguro sa chair. Kung
Yes.
ano i-submit nanda dapat ay mag-jive sanda sa application.
Mm.
Kung may problema ayaw niyo po i-accept ang
Ayaw
mga
pag-accept.
application. Ay correct anay. Dahil natabo bi karon kita og determine tama o bukon eh. Paabot sa inspection di nato apurbahan kita pamagain. So dapat ina pa sa opisina ninyo pag kita problema ibalik ta niyo pa-correct anay ro anda nga ang what is the really the correct plans ag ang i-implement.
Yes sir.
No, except sa mga as-built man di nakita sama sa nato. Pero kung bagong construction, dapat kung ano ro plano gi-submit, magparehas gid mo sa
actual.
sa perspective, actual. Then may sa gi-submit daron pag inspection tato gahin tagali. So matabo karon kita man ang nagadesisyon. It is wrong. Di ba?
Okay, may we can have a comment for yes, Honorable
Sa
Graf.
bilog ako, I'd like to, I have no idea. Do we penalize the developer that violates the design that was approved by this body on our zoning? May sanctions? May, siya mo, nag-deposit.
Actually,
Tell me, abigi taga panlagas it. May saga eh. Pero dalawa na itong ginabutang it. Butangan ba? Kugang siguro kaya dinabutang.
Actually nga ro regulation that sod na sa aton is hindi gid dapat mag-start ang construction not unless may
Building
zoning
permit.
and building permit, di ba? Imagit aro requirement on it, di ba?
Yes sir.
So ugaling nakatabo yung mga neon. Inspection nun anay bago mag-apply. No? So imo dayon imo katabo, then may mga report nga ni man nga kung naman yung opisina, saan naman ka-process mga papilis? So, ima siguro ka, sige, operasyon na lang, kami galing process.
Okay. May we heard from Andrew Ong, the representative of Mr. Orsua, if what is really the plan, and because the plan that you submitted to us and to the picture inspection, medyo may conflict eh. The application is only one story, pero sa plan parang may iba.
Sir, yung eto ang what you're seeing na beam dito, mid-span beam yan para hindi mo
magliloy.
Hollow block. Pag mataas masyado, nagasag. So dapat may mid-span mo nga beam para sana nga flexure kung magtinog ay di mo
No, but the point is the height. Kasi sa application is only 5 meters. 5 meters
5
high.
meters plus roof. 5 meters ang floor to beam plus roof na.
So ara baga makonsider to sa 5 meters lang ra?
Mga 6 siguro. 3.
Ay basta may sobra pa si may dugang pa sa babaw raw eh. Wala na.
Doon pwede dugang.
So kaya may inspection na Mr. Chair kung magsobra na karon so saga ang gi-submit nga
plano.
Kugang.
Plano. So dapat kung makuha ibabalik maton sa inyo ayuson nyo anay. No?
Okay.
So the endorsement will be acted until such time that the plan will corrected.
Okay, so
subject to inspection, Mr. Chair.
okay, thank you, Honorable Bautista. So take note, Sir Andrew, that the committee will ocular inspection sa inyo.
Measure the height.
Yes, of course.
Height.
Okay, so thank you.
Meron pa siya sir na isa po.
May isa pa. Ikaw, malipaton ka mo. May isa pa, hay.
Yes sir, name of applicant is Liberato Bacunawa Jr. po. Lot area is 251 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration of Federico Arcibal. Extrajudicial partition among the legal heirs of Federico Arcibal.
and deed of adjudication with sale of a portion of land between heirs and Liberato Baconawa. Sa LUP classification is medium density tourist commercial zone Tito po. Location of construction is at Barangay Yapak, Boracay Island. Name of project is proposed 4-story, 27 rooms apartment with 2 residential rooms, residential commercial building with roof deck po.
The owner is Mr. Liberato Bacunawa.
Yes po.
Sa may Ayala ron?
Wala include niya ron? Chair? Wala include niya? Sa saan?
Sa pinakaulihi sir nga gin-endorse.
Wala kasugod yun. Sige lang, sige lang.
So, ang area is in
How many
front,
square meters?
250.
One.
At saka yung location na is sa in front, there's a small road, pathway nga ni 1 meter wide malang going to the area sa likod in front of Balay Discovery.
Balay Discovery. Sa may hagdan.
Oh.
May slope.
Right side, may small road going right of way malang 1 meter wide.
So, ang ipatindog is 4-story.
Yes sir.
Ga-confirm imaw sa open space na to?
Yes sir, anong open space is 40% po.
40%.
Required lang natin is 20% sa anang lot area.
How about the road?
Road is 1 meter po yung
1 meter
existing
wide.
ngayon.
Existing.
Yung setback niya lang po based on plan is 0.926 meters po.
So less than 1 meter.
na.
Pero malaki yung sa tabi. Kato kami ka-park sa kilid. Kabaho-baho ng space sa kilid.
How about kung may expansion ang road? So, mahapit dito ang imong building.
Ay, depende rin kasi malisod na namin mag-ano dahil hindi puro may bagay sa kilid.
Kuan na ng parang
May
access
slope.
road lang
Oh,
mo.
access road.
Ang may slope imo sir pa sa
Okay. Yes.
Medyo may aton ba yung gina-propose ng ordinance nga sa wa pa naka-star pero no parking, no
may parking
permit.
mo.
So may partial parking.
Space mo
Ang
parking.
delivery dapat may parking man.
Wa manit dahil intok-intok dagan.
Hindi, the road is only 1 meter.
1 meter wide.
Pero yung open
Yun ang
space
gintaw-
nyo,
yun ang gintaw ko
Ang-
open space na mo mabahot
mabahol, 40%.
40%.
sa likod niya portion abisan da sir bago mag main road.
Main road abi sa sugid mga 30 meters inside.
Malayo tagad sa main road.
Malayo.
So parang hindi man siya barangay road yung area, nyo? Private.
Paano ang kuan sewerage?
Dahil ay septic tank kita kami ron. Septic tank. And then mabutang it.
What at kuan sa ano ni sa
Connection.
sa main road?
Yes.
30
May
meters.
sewerage?
30 meters away.
So required tagid na sa mag
Required yun.
Pwede man tama yung butang mas med nga ni ron agud.
May siwiram kita tumatsuwa pa no?
Wa pa di karon
Wa pa.
Wa pa na?
Wa pa.
Wa pa di karon.
Pa ato tiyapak wa pa hagdan.
Tubig, we have water.
Pero ang sewer wa pa na.
Sewer wa pa ta. Ginabakay pa nga ni kay Al sa kapanyo nga to sewer.
Oo ma'am. Gina-require ko ma'am sister. Basta tanan niya propose ma'am gina-require ko. Oo ma'am.
Ito proposal pa ma'am. Pwede pa maugdan.
Okay.
Okay. So that will be subject for inspection of the Committee on Land Use. Okay, thank you. Next, Ma'am Joanne.
May na-late po kasi sir. Yung next na lang po si Miss sa corporation po na Fish Eye Divers Corporation. Name of project is 1-story souvenir shop. Lot area is 460 square meters. Right overland is tax declaration of Fisher Rexel G. Deed of extrajudicial settlement of Socorro Rochanigadon, Rafael Bismara and Wilbeck Hilito. Contract of lease between White Beach and Beyond Realty Incorporated and Carlos Blanch. Sa LUP classification po is medium density tourist commercial zone T2. Location of construction is at beachfront, Barangay Balabag po. Representative po is present. Miss Eileen.
Miss Eileen, okay. So yung area nyo is Balabag sa may fish eye diving?
Yes po, sa gilid ng Starbucks.
Gilid ng Starbucks. The area is 400 square meters.
460 square meters po.
Okay.
Open space po is 69.47%. Complied po sa 20% open space.
Sa sulod-sulod sa naron malapad ang sa prente na.
Existing na structure, no? Existing na na. Structure,
sir.
existing.
Existing, ha?
Existing na tayo.
Ang
Why?
ang fish eye tangja.
Yung
ang fish eye,
mamimili.
di ba? Fish eye, tapos,
Tapos may
Paulo
bakante.
Collection, tapos sa babaw ay steakhouse.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
ang building run, may space pa sa likod din kamo banda.
Space sa likod.
Di ba may dyan na ginabutang ang mga dive equipments.
Bali
Din
yung-
eksakto ang location it inyong
Bali yung dive shop.
i-convert.
Hindi. Yung front namon, di ba, malapad ang
Oo.
space. Do yung doging patindugan is souvenir. So
Souvenir
yung shop namon, medyo na likod kami.
atras mo.
Atras ng
Sa Printi ang souvenir shop.
Sa printing.
Ang floor area at souvenir shop, mga
Building, floor area 140 square meters lang, sir.
isot lang.
So yung existing structures dyan sa kwan, na pila na consume sa out of this 460. Di ba may building sa likod? So pirmat bahura ang na-occupy ng existing structure sa out of the 460 square meters, pila na lang ang nabilin? Basta kung ano lang nabilin.
460 ang ginrenta, no?
Oo, ginrenta na.
460 square meters. And then, yung open space mo with that 460 is 69%.
Yes, sir. Bali, yung building footprint ay 140 square meters.
140. May sobra pa.
Sa
Ang building sa likod na the same owner,
Yes po.
may building permit ba yan?
Yung dive shop namin.
Oo.
Meron po.
Meron ba? Per record, meron ba?
Yes, sir. Ginusoy namon pa.
Meron?
Ang iya mo, sir, sa right side, 8 Paulo Collection sa Printe. Gisukat naman no 25 plus 5 kung complied, okay, matay mo.
Okay.
Okay. Ang owner of the land,
Nakapangagan kay Rexel Fisher sa tax deck, sir.
yung kapatid ni Nabay siya, no?
Excel ang
Namatay.
So,
Okay.
agang years na natang dyan. Wilbeck, si Bebot,
Wilbeck,
si
eh.
Rapel.
Sir Welbeck pa. Included man mo. Nag-lease ang
Carlos.
member and one of the incorporators si Sir Blanche Fish Eye. Ang White Beach be sir hay kanday Ma'am Rafael Sandaro mga members man.
Okay.
Next.
Some more questions? Wala na? Okay, so inspect lang it kwan. Ocular inspection it committee ha. Ay, ang schedule mo gali.
Ano kay Reyes? Wala kay Reyes? Reyes nga wala pa?
Ano sir?
Reyes, Jinky?
Reyes Jinky.
Meron yan?
Kay Reyes
Wala sila? Meron?
Ay, yan na
Okay.
bago.
Sige, kung mayroon pa dalawa, di ba?
Kay Sir kay Harry Gwen.
Okay, so thank you Miss Miss ano gani? Miss Eileen. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next.
Next po is kay Sir Harry Gwen Omar M. Fernan. Name of project is proposed one-story commercial building with roof deck, a convenience store. Lot area is 480 square meters. Right overland is tax declaration named to Rafael Vismara. Authorization letter of Rafael Vismara to Harry Gwen Omar M. Fernan. Sa LUP classification is medium density tourist commercial zone T2 conforming naman po yung convenience store. Location of construction is at Sitio Bulabog, Barangay Balabag. Authorized representative is Ma'am Marlene M. Tolentino po, tsaka present siya ngayon po.
Okay, so ang area is in Bulabog.
Apo, sir.
Okay.
Sa may Blue Bayou po.
Blue
Beach
Bayou.
front, no?
Side road.
Hindi.
Side road.
Side road po.
Deeping and day ng ano ba?
Okay.
Yung tindahan nun, kaya ng tindahan ba?
Bali sa Printe kami ng retreat nga resort. Ang bakante nga lote.
Ang kay Rafael man?
Ma'am.
Kay kinrenta ni
Ginrentahan ni akong boss, si Sir Gwen.
Gwen?
Harry Gwen, Omar Fernan.
Okay.
Binakay na. Binakay.
Renta kay Bibi Rafael ran.
Ay, man, sino kan contract of lease? Aman mo buot contract of lease submit na na. Ano naman authorization ta?
Police Birafel tangja. Police Birafel tangja.
480 square meters man, ma'am. May contract of sublease iya sanda.
Ana,
Oo. Harry Gwen Omar and Matthew Skinner, sir.
so ang contract of sublease,
Matthew Skinner and Harry Gwen Omar Fernan po.
okay,
Op-
Mr. President.
Okay.
Open space naman po, complied naman.
Okay. Some more questions?
Ano ang convenience store? May pangalan na?
Green Stop. Bali, may pesto, matayagi kami makara sa Station 3 sa beachfront. So parang nag-OC lang si Sir it branch para sa back beach.
Anong pangalan? Rens?
Green Stop.
Green Stop.
Convenience store, ano na, chain of convenience store man bukod na.
Bali, pa yung isang bilog pa lang ro yun amon nga pesto makara. So sa back beach pa isang bilog.
So madahog gali no, managdugang.
Pag off season abi sir sa print
Balabog.
Mag-off man yung mga off season so para
Okay.
Okay. So, Miss ano gani?
Marlene.
Miss Marlene. Okay, so I think everybody is cleared. Ready for inspection lang by the committee. Inform mananda ka mo ha. Okay, thank you Miss Marlene. Next.
Is name of applicant, Chinky Reyes po. Name of project, renovation of 3 units, 2-story apartel with additional 2-story powerhouse genset room. Lot area is 1,400 square meters. Right over land is tax declaration named to Chofelo Reyes III. Sa LUP classification is medium density tourist commercial zone T2 located at Barangay Balabag. Authorized representative po is Rolito Kasidsid.
Okay, so pre, good afternoon. Ikaw ang kontraktor? Okay. Si Mr. Kasidsid ang kontraktor. Sa din ang area gani? Bulabog? Okay. So, ano residential, commercial?
Sir, may apartel.
Apartel.
Oo.
May-
May tatlo ka units nga existing. Nakatindog imaw dewa ka 2-story imaw tapos may interior renovation lang sanda sa tatlo ka units. Tapos ma-additional sanda 2-story pagid nga isang unit lang.
Pero yung previous building may permit?
Sir.
Building permit. So, bali may revision lang sa old building and they will construct another additional building.
Yes, sir.
Compliant sa setback and open space?
Yes, sir. Complied sa setback. May parking manimaw. Open space 40.46%. Complied on 20% open space requirement po.
So, may parking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, some more clarification with the members of this august body.
Ang tax declaration is on the name of Teofilo Reyes, the third. Ano ni din case Teofilo?
Asawa, sir.
Asawa? Asawa na.
Yes, sir. Pag-interview ko sa nagkuanig na nabasa.
Kasi daw nito pati ko.
Siyempre, ang tax declaration sa asawa, iba ang kuwan. Dapat sa the same owner, the owner tax declaration, dapat mo mantigiya sa building.
Imo abyan naging pangalan, sir, kay Ma'am Jinky sa anang asawa. Pero
Ay,
ro tax
conjugal
degan
man.
ay chofelot.
Paano dahil nga na sino pangalan ng building? So, mo bayad sa ng improvement, iba mo bayad sa land tax.
Sa land tax, sir, gabayad hay si Ma'am Jinky man, pero sa name ni Sir Chofelo.
Pero is there any, wa man sa ano ya? Conflict? Wa man?
Madyawa man ako nabatian, sir.
Budlay ba si mag-away sulihi
Aganda mga structure, abi sir, bukod masyado. Bukod masyadong ginagkuan ng mga structure.
Minto.
Oo. Oo.
Renovation, so dati may building permit ba dati?
Yes.
Ano na ng concrete? Concrete ang ibutang? Native lang. Ano concrete? Okay, some more clarification?
Hindi, sir. I-correct ko lang, sir. Roposte, concrete. May portion half concrete man. Pero may
native
native
na.
na ano.
Okay.
Kasi sa picture may nakatindog nga ano. May rebars na imaw, syempre concrete adya.
Okay. Okay, so the committee will inspect the area.
So, pwede, tomorrow, we will inspect tomorrow na, no?
Oh, sige sir.
9 o'clock.
Okay.
Just inform them. So, we will meet at, Action Center, Miss Joanne.
Yes sir, sige sir.
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Yes sir, sige po.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Mr.
Thank
Kasinsi.
you for the new investors, ha? Good luck, good luck.
Okay, so next.
Wala pong representative kay Ma'am Valerie Joy. Yung pinakauli po.
Bakit daw?
Wala namang sinabi, sir.
So,
Hindi
wala
makontak yung phone.
Hindi makontak. I-inspect na lang siguro sa panman. Ano ba ang pana? Wag na lang muna, no? Until
He appeared.
Appear.
Basta mag-appear mo.
Baka hindi mas interesado na.
Okay, so thank you. Is there some more, Ma'am Jo? Wala na.
Ang kwan sa Mr. Cheshua, I want to remind the kwan sa zoning, i-check nyo siguro kung ano atong requirements, dapat mag-comply.
No? Hindi nun pagdalon iya kung may kulang kag sobra.
Kaya mabutang kita sa agang ba, mag-compromise kita eh.
Okay, sir.
So, i-avoid na to ng mga compromise ngayon. Basta may diferensya, ibabalik na din yung i-correct ang diferensya. Sabi yung sa mga requirements. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Jo. Huwag kang magsawang pabalik-balik dito, ha? Okay, so Madam Secretary.
Resolution number 11 of Barangay Balabag. Resolution seeking the assistance of the Sangguniang Bayan of Malay for immediate intervention in the form of resolutions for compulsory action of concerned LGU departments and offices and investigations regarding Barangay Balabag share in the Malay garbage collection fees and immediate hauling of residuals since 2016 from Barangay Balabag.
Okay, so refer to Committee on Laws.
Okay, for our committee, first is Committee on Laws and Ordinance regarding request of the municipal mayor for an authority to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Hands, Minds, and Visions to conduct marketing and advertising services on tourism attractions of LGU Malay.
First, I would like to relinquish my chair to Honorable Bautista so that I will deliver my report.
Okay, go ahead, Committee Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding. Anyway, this is with regards to the request of the passage of SB resolution authorizing the Honorable Mayor Ciceron Escawaling to enter into memorandum agreement with the Hands, Minds, and Visions represented by Mr. Jonathan Cabrera, General Manager, HMB Multimedia Production Incorporated, regarding the availment of LGU Malay from the latter's marketing and advertising services copy which is set to attach na. Anyway, Mr. Chair, for the past few months, the committee conducted a committee hearing with regards to this request of our municipal mayor for a resolution authorizing him to be enter into a memorandum of agreement with Hands, Minds, and Visions. So during that committee hearing, Mr. Chair, I found out that the business permit of the Hands, Minds, and Visions was not renewed. So that's why I defer this report, Mr. Chair. But as of this time, Mr. Chair, they had already their mayor's permit approved of the Hands, Minds, and Vision Multimedia Production Incorporated. Actually, Mr. Chair, this is with regards to some advertisement that will be aired by our local government unit of Malay with regards to the tourism advertising in our municipality. So one of the partners, according to, or rather with the one who can broadcast not only in the radio but on the social media, and of course within their newspaper, no? But e-newspaper, I think, will be the program of our LGU with regards to tourism will be published, no? So I have here also the memorandum of agreement with the local government unit of Malay and the Hands, Minds and Vision Multimedia Productions Incorporated, Mr. Chair. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that this.
Can I have some few questions? Yes, sir, first.
Okay, I'd like
Sb Graph.
to, I don't, since I don't have a copy of that memorandum agreement in hand, I would like to, check what are the programs they're proposing with regards to marketing our municipality. Anong mga ginapropose ng kasi social media should be specific. Is it
So just provide the copy
provide
of
the details
MOA
of the proposal
for the
and
second reading, the deliberation.
Okay. Thank
Chair,
you, Mr.
Chair.
Presiding.
ano ang mga limitations, because sometimes if you create, let's say social media a page, so that will be may mga advertisement rin nasugo dyan who will receive the benefits o the payment
And
mga mana bagatan may mga details sabi nga
and
pwede mo.
also the office ba ng tourism office, are they ready to they have somebody there in charge if in case of some reservations na mag-effective ang advertisement, then of course there will be some more inquiries. So are they ready? Did the office of the tourism office is present during the discussion on the committee?
Yes, Mr. Chair, no, it was represented by Miss Barbara Flores, no, from the Municipal Tourism Office. Actually, Mr. Chair, I think the purpose of this memorandum agreement is that something like all the, shall we say, yung mga ganit tawag raw aton parang mga reports, and of course yung mga progress with the yung mga developments, no, sa tourism, that it will be published to their radio, to the social media, in their web page, and of course their shall we say e-newspaper, no, at Boracay Informer.
So with the cost with the cost.
Actually, the cost of this is 8,750 for its monthly billing. Kung mag-umpisa ang andang memorandum of understanding. So it cost our LGU 8,750 a month, no? So the
1 year.
Nakabot lang.
Okay. So anyway, just give a copy to
Okay.
its members for perusal of that.
Okay, so the members will be having their copy. Madam Secretary, no, please take note during the deliberation on the second reading, so that we can discuss thoroughly, no, with regards to the contents of the memorandum of agreement, and of course the conditions within this agreement. So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that this committee report be adopted and calendared on the second reading.
Okay, any second that motion? Okay, so moved and seconded that the committee report will be adopted and calendared for second reading decision.
Okay, next committee report, Mr. Chairman, is Committee on Land Use and request for endorsement of the following. First is Boracay Regency Beach Resort Incorporated, proposed 4-story, 160-room resort, hotel with roof deck, bar, and swimming pool at Barangay Balabag.
Okay, so Committee on Land Use.
Okay, Mr. Chair, the inspection was conducted by the Vice Chairman on committee, and he called me this morning in his behalf to report.
Yes,
And,
because he was absent because it was his birthday yesterday, no?
Ano ba? So, sobrahan. Anyway, the Boracay Beach Resort was inspected with that proposed 4-story, 160 rooms hotel with a chair, with of course with the roof deck, with bar, with swimming pool, and all complied, no? Especially what I described about the parking area and the provision for parking space at the back of the struck building, except on they started the construction without the zoning permits and building permits, so they have to pay the penalty, Mr. Chairman, for the violation. So all requirements are complied with except for starting the construction without the zoning and building permits. So they have to pay the penalty, Mr. Chair. So I endorse for the project, subject for repayment of a penalty, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Any second the motion? So it has been moved and seconded that the Boracay Regency Beach Resort Incorporated, the proposed 4-story, 160 rooms resort hotel with roof deck, bar, and swimming pool at Barangay Balabag be adopted and calendared on the second reading with
No, endorsement will be endorsed.
be endorsed on the
Will be endorsed.
be endorsed.
Next, Mr. Chairman, is Boracay Alert Medical Clinic and Diagnostic Incorporated. Proposed 2-story Boracay AMC and Diagnostic Clinic Annex, Barangay Balabag.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So it is also inspected, and all requirements are complied with except only for the documents are submitted, only consent letter, and it was suggested that the documents will be notarized, no? If the possibility of giving the not only authority but at the same time an SPA from some person who giving the authority to construct structure within the property, the chair. So
have they complied?
Yeah, all the requirement, the setback, the open spaces, the height is complied with, but they have to submit the documents to make the proper documentation of that papers. Suppose they submitted only a consent from his brother, which is the property is belong to many years, no? And as suggested that to have that SPA to authorize somebody to put up a certain structure on that property. So the endorsement maybe can be made, but subject for submission of the documents.
Okay.
So the endorsement will not be released unless they submit the documents required, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so it has been moved that the Boracay Alert Medical Clinic and Diagnostic Incorporated, the proposed 2-story Boracay EMC and Diagnostic Clinic Annex at Barangay Balapag be adopted and be endorsed on the second reading upon submission of the lacking documents.
Okay, last, Mr. Chairman, is Honorable Dante Sipagsugiron. Proposed 4-story, 15 rooms, residential and commercial building with roof deck located in Barangay Manok-Manok.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the project owned by Sb Dante Pusugeron was inspected and with the proposed 4-story, 15 rooms residential and commercial building with roof deck, all complied. The regulations were complied with. So I move that the endorsements will be given to the applicant, no, for its implementation of that project, Mr. Chair.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that the application of our colleague, Honorable Dante Sipagsugiron, a proposed 4-story, 15 rooms residential commercial building with roof deck be adopted and be endorsed on the second reading. Madam Chair, I would like again to relinquish my chair to Honorable Bautista so that I can give my report.
Okay, for our calendar of business for the day, second reading. First is an ordinance creating the Barangay Affairs Office of the Municipality of Malay to provide technical assistance to the municipal mayor in the exercise of its supervisory function over the barangays and to serve as the municipality's coordinating body with the Liga ng mga Barangays, the Barangays, and the Sangguniang Kabataan primarily in areas of budgeting, planning, and operations, subject to laws and existing legal rules and regulations introduced by Honorable Aron.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Committee Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Actually, this is only this was already approved, no? But because of some comments and some corrections by the office of our municipal mayor, so it was referred back to the committee, and all the concerns and comments was already in this ordinance, Mr. Chair. So I move that this ordinance creating the Barangay Affairs Office of the Municipality of Malay to provide technical assistance to the municipal mayor in the exercise of his supervisory function over the barangays and to serve as the municipality's coordinating body with the Liga ng mga Barangays, the barangays, and the Sangguniang Kabataan primarily in the areas of budgeting, planning, and operations, subject to all laws and existing legal rules and regulations, be approved and calendared on the third reading.
So the ordinance is subject now for deliberation.
Yes, if you have any comments with regards to this ordinance, since this was already the comments and suggestions of the office of the mayor were adopted already on this ordinance,
So
Mr. Chair. So
the proposed ordinance, so the approved ordinance was amended based on because of some corrections,
yes,
of the office of
office of the mayors. So it was replicate already here all the concerns, Mr.
So,
Chair.
go, okay, yeah, go.
So I move that this ordinance be approved and calendared on the third reading, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any second? So it is moment seconded that the what's the number of the ordinance? Unnumbered ordinance shall be approved. So any objection of that motion? So there being none, so the ordinance, unnumbered ordinance regarding the what is this? Creating the Barangay Affairs Office to be approved and to be calendared for third and final reading session.
Next, on second reading is an ordinance regulating the drinking of alcoholic beverages in all public places in the municipality of Malay Aklan. This is introduced by Honorable Graf.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This ordinance regulating the drinking of alcoholic beverages in all public places in the municipality of Malay Aklan was already through within this committee, no? But because of some comments and some corrections made by the executive department, Mr. Chair, it was referred back to this committee for refinement, Mr. Chair. So upon refinement of that ordinance, Mr. Chair, the sample representation is again is now ready for any comments or any suggestion within or with regards to this ordinance, Mr. Chair.
So any discussion on this proposed ordinance?
So I heard none, Mr. Chair. So therefore, as the committee chair of this committee on laws, I move that this ordinance regulating the drinking of alcoholic beverages in all public places in the municipality of Malay Aklan, which was introduced by Honorable Mylene Aguirre Graf, be approved and calendared on the third and final reading.
Any second? So it's been moved and any second? Okay. It's moved and seconded that the ordinance regulating drinking of alcoholic beverages in all public places in Malay Aklan is to be approved. Any objection? So there being none, so this proposed ordinance is approved and to be calendared for the third and final reading this session.
Okay, next on second reading is resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Land Bank of the Philippines for the construction or installation of ATM machine booth at the ground floor of municipal building, Malay Aklan.
Mr. Chair, this is with regards to the resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Ciceron Iscawaling, to enter into a memorandum agreement with Land Bank of the Philippines for the construction and installation of ATM machine booth at the ground floor municipal building, Malay, Aklan. For the information of this august body, Mr. Chair, this agreement is between our LGU, represented by Honorable Mayor, and with the Land Bank of the Philippines for putting up an ATM machine booth in our municipal building. No? So this ATM machine booth, because we are now on ano gani? ATM, no?
ATM.
That the salaries of the employees of this municipality, their salary must be in the ATM form. So we requested from the Land Bank of the Philippines to put up an ATM machine in favor for our employees that they don't nga hindi sila mabudlayan mag-adtuon kung siin pa nga ATM. So with that regards, Mr. Chair, the Land Bank of the Philippines made an agreement with our LGU Malay in the to be represented by Honorable Ciceron Kawaling to have this ATM machine booth in our municipality. So if there's any comment, the Assembly representation is now ready for any amendments or comments with regards to this resolution.
Any question on the proposed solution?
So I heard none, Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Mr. Committee Chair.
Yes.
So why is it that only in the municipal building? Why not include the action center?
And we also asked the Land Bank of the Philippines with regards to that, but according to them, that will be another
So there will be another
memorandum
one.
agreement.
Okay.
So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that this resolution authorizing the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Ciceron Escawaling, to enter into memorandum agreement with Land Bank of the Philippines for the construction, installation of ATM machines, both at ATM machine booth at the ground floor municipal building, Malay, Aklan, be approved on the second and final reading.
Yes. Katiklan.
That will be another. We asked also that will be another resolution because of the different area.
So there will be another agreement for Action
For
Boracay
Action Center.
office. Okay, so it has been and seconded. Any second for the has been and seconded that the resolution authorizing the Mayor Honorable Sim Kawaling to enter into a memorandum agreement with Land Bank of the Philippines for the construction installation of ATM machine booth at the ground floor municipal building Malay is approved and to be calendared for the after third and final reading next session.
Second and final.
This is second and final.
Approved resolution.
Okay, so to be approved, no? Second and final reading.
Okay, next resolution, Mr. Chairman, is resolution authorizing the Honorable Mayor, Honorable Ciceron Escawaling, to enter into a tripartite memorandum of agreement with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and Philippine Airlines Incorporated on the sustainable conservation program of a 16.9 hectare property in Barangay Yapak, Malay, Aklan.
Thank you,
Committee Chair.
Mr. Chair. This is a resolution authorizing the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Ciceron Escawaling, to enter into a tripartite memorandum agreement with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and Philippine Airlines Incorporated on the sustainable conservation program of a 16.9 hectare property in Barangay Yapak, Malay, Aklan. According to this resolution, Mr. Chair, that the Philippine Airlines is willing to have a conservation area at about
3.2.
3.2 hectares, Mr. Chair. So the summary representation is now ready for any queries or comments or suggestions with regards to this resolution, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so any questions or observation regarding the proposed MOA between the PAL and LGU Malay and the UNR? Yes, Sb Graf.
I'd like to review first the MOA also.
Okay, so we'll
So
give
to
you
get
how many minutes for the review?
This is a lot of pages.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the committee chair?
Mr. Chair, since that this is already a second reading, Mr. Chair, so there's no need to be deferred this report and be back on the second reading next session, Mr. Chair. So that's why we have
Anyway.
here the second reading so that we can add or can amend or discuss some provisions of this memorandum agreement if there is any, Mr. Chair.
So I have some comments on the 2.6 here. Number 2.6 on the LGU Malay obligation.
And what page?
2.6. Pay number 2. This is page. Just check the LGU Malay obligation here. Page 3.
Yes.
Allow and authorize the optimal development tourism infrastructure and amenities within the proper through issuance of appropriate permits and license upon compliance of legal requirements. Hindi kaya ito conflict to sa propose nila na port?
Actually, Mr. Chair, there's according to the committee hearing, we asked if they will pursue the port, and according to them,
So that's why unless except port.
But our municipal mayor is trying to ask that if they will pursue the port, he will support because according to the mayor, the province have a proposal of putting a port in sa may Bilat area, but according to him, the problem there is baka mabaskog ito eh.
Oh, pero the port they are proposing is exclusively for their own use only, not for the public use.
Actually, they cancel already the port. According to them, they will not.
So that's why
put up
we
the port.
to put it here. Diba? Projects within the approved CLUP.
Allow ang 2.6, allow and authorize the
Yes,
development of tourism infrastructure and amenities within the proper through the issuance. Yes, but that does not include the ports, Mr. Chair.
Oo nga, so-
According to them, it's very clear on the minutes that they will not put up port. With the port.
With the port idea.
The tourism infrastructure, yo. What is the port?
Yes,
What is tourism infrastructure?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So that includes ports. Page 3, 2.6.
2.6. But it's very clear that Mr. Chair. So maybe it refers to their infra, no? Their infra with regards to tourism. Like for example, maybe they will put up some, shall we say, other activities, no, is related to tourism, yung mga infrastructure like the mga zip line o ano man. So at least it was
Okay,
already
sige.
put here.
So anyway, this was a compliance of legal requirements. Okay.
Ah.
So mayroon pa isa, intensify 2.3. Intensify law enforcement efforts to deter loss biodiversity and wildlife resources in the remaining
Beach forest.
beach forest. What does it mean? Ano ang ibig sabihin nito? Beach forest.
My understanding with this, Mr. Chair, because si Dalong Beach, si Babaw Forest eh.
O gani.
So,
Pero
beach
sa beach,
forest.
kasi may existing ng mga nagtitinda sa area. Maybe we will be clearing out that portion of the beach.
Best forest ecosystem. So, ecosystem, so ang cycle.
No, kasi pag when we talk about beach, wala, pero that's a public use na eh.
Yes,
Ang matabo karon kita pa may implementar na pamuo ng mga kuana.
and
Encroachment.
wildlife resources in the remaining. Maybe the term is best forest system, no? Ang
Hindi
area.
ang ko na lang.
Definition, it beach forest is a narrow strip of woodland along the sandy and gravelly beaches off the seacoast dominated by Terminalia, Catapa, scientific term, the Casuarina, Equisetifolia, Barringtonia, Asiatica,
So those are names of
Funeraria.
trees.
Ang mga exist
Oo,
na
trees.
flora
Oh.
beside along the
Beside
beach.
along the beach, oo.
So ang classification na bikuno it aton nga beaches, especially sa
Beach forest.
area it na Yapak,
Yapak.
is one special kind of beach forest. Then bukod it imaw tanan ang mga, if you look at the other beaches around the
Walang
world,
manakaroon.
hindi ganun ka lush ang iba-ibang mga kahoy ang
Kahoy,
tumubo to eh.
So that maybe yun yung tinatawag nilang beach forest.
Beach forest.
Oo, it's a kind of forest nga naiiba mo sa ibang mga location.
So ang mga kahoy nga mga pit sa dagat, those are beach forest. Okay, so just check,
Okay.
just review. You can find some corrections or some comments so that it can be properly discussed.
For this, I'm looking at the Region 6 obligations.
Din-
Abo andang mga obrahon na dapat formulate a framework plan for the sustainable management of the wildlife resources, which they already did, pero wa masunod. Before, I mean, the previous owners formulate and implement a monitoring and evaluation system in collaboration with PAL and the LGU Malay for the implementation of wildlife resources conservation program. So, facilitate the establishment of biodiversity data knowledge management system for the flying foxes in collaboration with PAL and the LGU, in coordination with PAL to conduct awareness campaigns on the establishment and management of the local conservation area and the critical habitat at its core zone for the protection and conservation of the flying foxes. Could this, naka-specify eksakto ang location it gina-preserve nga
Conservation.
area? Ang area
It's
to be, it's a
within the flying
3.2,
foxes.
right? It's
3.2 plus ang Anat Chiangri lang 1.2.
Is it connected?
Connected. Ang
It's
hindi
all
lang connected ang Anat San Miguel.
Nakabulag mo.
Iba man ang Anat San Miguel nga conservation area. Kuni ang explanation ni Cap, ang may una gid man iya tapos to sa Anat San Miguel may ito mga flying foxes na nagadapo. Anat San Miguel daw 4 hectares yata. Or 2.2. 2.2.
With the chair, what is resolution 035/2004 and so this is about the special economic zone. Is this one?
Visa.
And also the areas where the, Mr. Chair, sa PAL, declare 1.13, no? The areas with the 76 mother trees are found inclusive or immediate adjacent areas as specified in Annex A. Ayan to para mag-check itading areas sa aton nga
No,
side.
actually it was reported to the DNR that there are some trees that was shall we say na tamaan.
They cut it. They bulldoze.
Yeah. And then the DNR had penalized them for one tree is equivalent to 100 trees to be planted in the mainland.
In the municipality of
In the municipality of Malay. And then it was also the concern of the mayor na dapat ang mga natural grown trees itong mga ay hindi dapat pagtamaan at ang nga construction. Dahil ang ibang ran to mga inintok
Anyway,
bay.
what
Likawan.
the
Yung mga
property is
dako.
owned by PAL. The owner of the property is
Yeah,
PAL.
it's PAL. Yeah.
PAL.
Mr. Lusyutan.
So the contract will be between, Mr. Chair, between the PAL and not like, di ba, originally we were approached by, anong ito, ang,
Marina.
Mabuhay
Marina.
Mabuhay
Buhay Maritime.
Marina. So now we are, our municipality will be in the tripartite agreement with PAL. no longer the marina.
The owner of the said property is PAL, and parang yung pangalan ng kanilang ano ba tawag nito?
Holding company. Holding company.
Oo, holding company is Mabuhay
Developer.
Maritime. Mabuhay Maritime. Parang
Developer.
Developer. Parang sa pero
Okay,
Giri,
so
may ano.
there are more discussions on this proposed MOA? Or everybody satisfied or amenable to this proposal? So there, I think no more discussion.
So thank you, Mr. Chair. If there's no more corrections or any comments with regards to this MOA, I move that this memorandum of agreement resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Cicero Chikawaling, to enter into a tripartite memorandum agreement with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and Philippine Airlines Incorporated in the Sustainable Conservation Program with 16.9 hectare property in Barangay Yapak, Malay, Aklan be approved on the second and final reading.
So any second? So it is moved and seconded that resolution authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Cicero Chikawaling, to enter into tripartite memorandum agreement with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and Philippine Airlines Incorporated on the Sustainable Conservation Program of 16.9 hectares property in Barangay Yapak, Malay, Aklan be approved and for second and final reading. Next, Madam Chair.
Next resolution, Mr. Chairman, is resolution congratulating the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council for winning first place Best Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Councils in Region 6.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Madam Secretary. Mr. Chair, this is with regards to a resolution congratulating the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council or MDRRMC for winning first place in Best Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Councils in Region 6. Actually, Mr. Chair, this is a congratulatory resolution because for the second time around, no, the MDRRMC and MDRRMC won the first place in Best Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council in the whole Region 6. So, with that regards, Mr. Chair, I move that this resolution congratulating the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council for winning first place Best Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council in Region 6 be approved on the second and final reading.
Second. So it has been moved and seconded that the resolution congratulating the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or the MDRRMC for winning first place Best Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Councils in Regions 6 be approved for second and final reading.
Next resolution is resolution approving the supplemental budget of Barangay Mutag for calendar year 2017.
With the Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Mr. Chair, this is with regards to the approving the supplemental budget of Barangay Mutag for calendar year 2017, Mr. Chair. So if there's any question, I'm very much willing to answer all the necessary questions with regards to the budget of Barangay Mutag, supplemental budget of Barangay Mutag.
So you need deliberation? So debate na. Any second for that motion? No
Yes.
motion yet.
So with that, Mr. Chair, I move that this supplemental budget of Barangay Mutag be approved on the second and final reading.
Second. So it's been moved and seconded that resolution approving the supplemental budget of Barangay Motag for CY 2017 is hereby approved for second and final reading.
And next
Next.
resolution, Mr. Chairman, is resolution congratulating the PRAV in Boracay Island for winning first place as Best Volunteer Organization in Region 6.
Is that
Thank you, Madam
Committee Chair.
Secretary. Mr. Chair, this is with regards to, again, it is the pride of Malay, Mr. Chair, that in Region 6, among the private companies who was the partner of our the partner of LGU, winning the first place also in as best volunteer organization in Region 6 with regards to Gawad Kalasag, Mr. Chair. So this is the beef rub. This is owned by Mr. Leonard Tirol, the partner of our municipality in doing helping our community through their various actions with regards to calamities, Mr. Chair. So in that regards, Mr. Chair, I move that this resolution congratulating Beef Rub in Boracay Island for winning first place as best volunteer organization in Region 6 be approved on the second and final reading.
the second? So then moved and seconded that resolution congratulating the Beef Frog and Boracay Island for winning first place as best volunteer organization in Region 6 be approved for second and final reading. Next, Committee Chair.
Next resolution. Next is a resolution declaring moratorium on the issuance of mayor or business permit to new applicants to operate diving shops or diving school in the municipality of Malay.
Yes, Committee Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is with regards to the resolution passed to us by or requested to us by the diving shops or diving school in this municipality of Malay. As of this time, Mr. Chair, it is very obvious that there were a lot of diving school already in our municipality. As of this time, Mr. Chair, they have already 43 members. The last member was the Frog Diver Professional Training Corporation. So the association, Mr. Chair, passed a resolution that they wanted to have a moratorium in issuing mayor's permit and business permits on any application for diving school in the island of Boracay. As we all know that for the past 10 years, it was ballooned, no, up to 43 diving centers. Before, it's only 6. When I come here, it's only 6, and then it became 12, and it became 18. Now, it's already 43 diving centers. So, with regards to that, Mr. Chair, according to Mr. John Bundok, the President, because of the competition, the services they offered for the guest, nagakadulaot because kumbaga hay paabuan lang it customer, pabaratuhan. So ang serbisyo nga ginatao masyadong ibukurot quality mayad, no?
Yeah.
So because of the pagsulpot it harang mga diving school iya kara sa aton karang island of Boracay. So in that regards, Mr. Chair, they passed a resolution asking the August body to have a moratorium with regards to these new applicants to operate diving shops and diving school in the municipality of Malay. So this humble representation, Mr. Chair, is now ready for any comments or any suggestions with regards to the resolution declaring moratorium on the issuance of mayors and business permit to new applicants to operate diving shops and diving school in the municipality of Malay.
Okay, so any comments or suggestions, discussions on this proposed resolution for the moratorium of issuance of mayor's permit for and business permit for the diving shops operating in our municipality of Malay?
Sir Chair?
Yes, Sb Graf.
I support this resolution declaring moratorium on the issuance of business permits to new applicants to operate diving shops or diving schools because really it has reached I think the point wherein the standards it really suffered because they focus more on mass dive tourism more than to appreciate what is being shown. I mean, what can be seen underwater, no, or beautiful tropical underwater. So I know the dive shops, and especially the dive shops that really cares about our marine life in Boracay, are really they have to be very strict with their own dive shops. While the other ones, especially the new applicants who focus on mass dive
More
tourism,
on-
is
more
really
on
sometimes they even destroy our underwater marine life.
Marine life.
So there is, in fact, I thought it's already stopped. Gali na extend, gali na extend. I thought it was anyway. I have nothing to.
Okay.
I have no opposition.
So
We should,
SB Graph is supporting the
Yes.
moratorium. So any members? Yes, SB Mami.
Sir Chair, ako ay ga-support man ko sa moratorium dahil gani nga gaabo. Pero kung pwede ba nga idugang hindi pwede transfer dahil maabot ang oras nga abo gabakalay.
Okay. So yes, I think it's a good,
So
good
kung limbawa nga may igawa kita kung idugang naton dyan nga pag limbawa nga daw man franchise pala hindi man pwede na transfer dahil pwede pinanda man
the
negosyo.
ownership is non-transferable.
Oo, pwede.
Dahil
Okay.
pwede to de-abuse na no? Ibaligya na tamahag sa mga new applicants, may kwartahan anang daro aton nga moratorium.
Yes.
So there must be to disallow the transfer of ownership of that dive shop to other person.
So with that regards, Mr. Chair, I move that the resolution, no? I think that everybody agrees.
So
The
the-
resolution declaring moratorium.
The amendment is considered, accepted.
I think only suggestion.
That should be amendment.
But
That would be amendment to the resolution.
But for my understanding, Mr. Chair, like for example, if I am the owner of my business and I cannot longer take to nga obra ko pang akon, I have my own prerogative to sell my business. It's not only in diving but also in some other aspects of business. Like, di ba, yung mga hotels ibaligya nanda dahil hindi nanda kaya. So I think hindi man natin pwedeng pangunahan sanda nga hindi mo pag-ibaligya.
Pero ang in support to the proposal of SB Maming, ang aton din because they are getting a moratorium from us. So parang protection kanda eh. Pero dapat kung maproteksyonan, hindi man they should not be abused dahil kasi baligya na itong mga sabi, halimbawa, there will be more tourists coming and we need more. We need more dive shops. Hindi ko na kaya dahil kinangan ng dive shop eh. So, ibaligya na itong mga kita. Base sa aton ng moratorium, so it can be abused. Diba? Tama man kay SB Maming eh.
No, I think the point here, Mr. Chair, is sometimes, like for example, if Honorable Danilo have his own diving school, and he cannot maintain it because of too much, shall we say, mataas ron ang mga tangki, ang nga kwan din na masarangan operation because of the competition. So I think it is my prerogative to sell ang akon nga negosyo, as a whole. Dahil hindi man pwedeng hindi malubog lang ako, hindi ko makabayad ng akong utang eh. So I think it is my prerogative as a businessman also to make business with my business. Dahil pwede ko man nga hambalon nga ay hindi ko rin kaya magwan. So it's up to the one who is willing to buy if he is willing or not. Kasi hindi naman pwede nga hambalon ko lang nga.
So yes,
Ay, ako,
Maming,
warang
SB
nga
Maming.
kwarta eh. Warang ko kwarta eh. Kailangan ko magkakwarta dahil hindi ko kaya i-maintain akong negosyo eh. So I think transferring or having a partner or having emerge or a sale, it is the prerogative of the owner. It is not
Pero
provided that we will not allow them to have more business.
Yes, SB Maming,
So, pwede, dahil arangan nga, nag-moratorium siya na, so, kung so'y luit na una eh. Kumbaga, kung may baklon man, At least dyan ang pangalan, kung mag-aaral gid ang una, ganyan nag-apply ho. So, ang pagkuha natin ng moratorium, may mga basis na iwam nakita kasayo kung ano ba si nangayo sa aton nito moratorium, ano ang dahilan. Oh.
Actually, in having a moratorium, this is not to increase the numbers of those who have business on that particular association or any group of business. Dahil, for example, I am losing. Di ba? Parehas mat ibang negosyo ran eh. Kung losing ko, baligya ko lang dyan, bisan pa paano, makabawi ako, bisan pangbakal ko lang akon nga, bisan maperdi ako 1/3, 3/4, 1/2, basta may mabawi lang ako. So, I think, halimbawa, masarado ako, dahil hindi ko rin kaya, alinom ko akong mga gamit nga ra, alinom ko akong mga, bit-bito ni Murat. Oh,
Okay.
so that's my point.
Kuan lang siguro, Mr. Committee Chair. Siguro, kung ibaligyan na, dahil nangayo sa pribiliyo ka to eh. Di ba? It's one way of giving them privilege eh. Nga hindi ko madugangan, in protection sa andang negosyo. Siguro, kung ibaligyan na, ba't dapat mamayo sa nakatot approval iya? May pribiliyo tayong tao kanda eh. Basi abuse ba ka? Abuse ba na da? Tama man kay SB Maming eh. Basi abusar ba ka? Siyempre, in the future, may mga gabakal una. Dahil mo lang, either baligyan nanda dahil nalugi or baligyan nanda dahil para mga kwarta pagin. So, para ikaw dapat may approval man sa SB para ma-monitor na to nga maging baligyan na. Nakita mo na ito, nakita mo na maging baligyan na. Kamahal, no? Dahil privilege na tao kang kanda. This is about privilege eh.
Yeah,
SB.
my understanding, Mr. Chair, for example, no, ako, magbaligya. Siguro, ang buyer, maisip man nun, ay, kung palugi mo lang, mapakal takon man, hindi na ako bakal. Pero siguro, ay naisip na nang makakita man imaw, ay, that's the time nga, ay, basi, pwede pa tara, mana ka rin. So, I think to prohibit them for sale or transfer or ano, I think we have to see to it na there's will be a win-win solution.
A reason.
Oo.
So, mga so subject for approval ng SB. Kung gusto na ito, dahil kaya sa franchise, di ba, non-transferable. Oh.
So, we are giving
dahil
the
nga nga, we made a moratorium sa franchise, so naabusar. Binaliga, bak magmahal ng franchise.
So, who will be the right committee to allow them or not?
So, ang committee, we have to refer a certain committee. Bahala na ang plenary mag-decide kung sino nga committee ro mag-check nga. Sibi, mangutana sa association na maginabaliga na. Para naman na it's not really easy to somebody to get in on that business.
Okay.
No,
so I think so that will be the win-win solution. The important thing there is that they inform us. So I think one of the provisions on this resolution is they can sell or transfer, but with the approval
from the SB.
From the Sangguniang Bayan.
And Mr. Chair,
And subject for a regular review of this moratorium with the chair.
Mr. Chair, in addition siguro, we have to include in the,
Solution.
the draft the moratorium that whoever will
Buy,
take over
buy
the
the
business, buy or partnership or something, that all the previous agreements will be honored. You know what?
Previous.
Yeah. With the previous, bawa, ikaw dati, ikaw tangja, imo di mo mga ginuuhan atong rules and regulations, or municipal ordinance, or like that. And then, also your association rules will be honored by the new owner, and if possible, for us to have profile of the person taking over, because as we all know, we're attracting the market that have actually, most of them have no respect to laws and marine life.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's
Chair.
good. Okay, so please take note, Madam Secretary, for the comments and amendments with regards to this resolution. Okay, some more clarification?
So there being none, so okay, Mr. Chair?
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Right.
Chair. I move that the resolution declaring moratorium on the issuance of mayor and business permits to new applicants to operate diving shops, diving school in the municipality of Malay be approved with correction on the second and final reading.
So in a second, so it's moved and seconded that with some amendments that resolution declaring moratorium on the issuance of mayor and business permits to new applicants to operate diving shops, diving school in the municipality of Malay is hereby approved in second and final reading.
Okay, for our third and final reading, Mr. Chairman. First is resolution approving the annual investment program or AIP for supplemental budget number 1 of LGU Malay for calendar year 2017.
Okay, Committee Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the third and final reading, this is with regards to the resolution approving the annual investment plan, annual investment program EIP for supplemental budget number 01 of LGU Malay for calendar year 2017. So in that regards, Mr. Chair, I move that the resolution approving the annual investment program EIP for supplemental budget number 01 of LGU Malay for calendar year 2017 be approved on the third and final reading.
Any second? So it is moved and seconded that the resolution approving an annual investment program AIP for supplemental budget number 1 of LGU Malay for CY 2017 is hereby approved in third and final reading.
Last on third and final reading is an ordinance adopting the Malay Economic Investment and Incentives Code of 2017.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Mr. Chair, again, this is an ordinance adopting the Malay Economic Investment and Incentives Code of the 2017. So we have discussed this already on the second reading with regards to the Economic Investment and Incentives Code of Malay LGU. So in that regards, Mr. Chair, I move that this ordinance adopting the Malay Economic Investment and Incentives Code of the 2017 be approved on the third and final reading.
It's a move. Any second? It's a move and seconded that an ordinance adopting the Malay Economic Investment and Incentive Codes of 2017 be approved. Any objection? So there being none, so this ordinance is approved on third and final reading.
Mr. Chairman, for our unassigned business,
thank you very much, Honorable Bautista, for taking over.
We have here a letter from our municipal mayor, the Sangguniang Bayan members through the presiding officer. I am constrained to veto resolution number 0700 series of 2017 on the following grounds: to wit, it is the opinion of this office that the same is unfriendly to investors and tourists. Mr. Chairman, the resolution is declaring moratorium on the issuance of permit to new applicants for fast food chain.
Yes, that was actually it was. I was informed yesterday by Honorable Graf with regards to that resolution, and I was not able to answer because our municipal mayor made the comments with regards to that resolution. So please read, Madam
The
Secretary.
first reason is it is the opinion of this office that the same is unfriendly to investors and tourists alike. Second is it appears that the spirit of the law is how to solve the gargantuan problem on solid waste and garbage generation. However, it is apparent that the resolution singles out fast food chains when all other restaurants, food service establishments, and all other similar businesses generate the same garbage problem. Thus, the resolution does not actually address the problem that it is intended to solve. Last, it is our mandate as public servants that we should provide equal opportunities and render public service not only to our constituents, but likewise to all people within our territorial jurisdiction, be it local or foreign. As such, we should work hand in hand, solving the garbage problem, no matter how hard it is. We must not blame the fast food chain if we could not solve our garbage problem the soonest possible time. Every establishment is required to pay for their respective garbage fees anyway. Thank you for giving this matter your attention, signed by our municipal mayor.
Okay, so that was the comment of the office of the mayor with regards to the resolution, a moratorium for a fast food chain.
Noted, Mr. Chair. I will maybe ang tawag doon, redraft or rewrite the
Yes,
moratorium to make sure it will be approved by office of the mayor and will not be vetoed, because I still believe that fast food, too much fast food in Boracay is bad for the business, for tourism, because the tourists did not go there to eat fast food. The tourists went to Boracay, to enjoy seafood, the meals, the different international cuisine that we present, and not eat fast food. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable
I
Graf.
will just
Refine.
refine upon and submit it again. Thank
To the
you.
office of the mayor. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, for our other matters, this is with regard to our resolution submitted to the Sangguniang Palalawigan requesting for a separate public hearing for the real property.
tax.
Based on discussion with the acting SP secretary, the Sangguniang Palalawigan cannot grant our request due to time constraint. Gina-advise lang nanda nga we will have our position paper. Actually, the rates was prepared by municipal assessors. It was our municipal assessor who submitted the rates. And I think even Honorable Isel Flores is reacting
Yes.
sa sobrang taas. The municipal mayor has scheduled a meeting at 3 o'clock with the committee, with the finance committee and the committee on budget of the Sangguniang Bayan to formulate the petition paper, and we'll discuss our stand in the matter.
Thank you.
For Mr. Chair, so it was the municipal assessor submitted the without
Provincial assessor.
No, I mean the
The rates.
Ako, ang rates baga. Ang
It is also the our municipal assessor. So it was our municipal assessor who submitted to the provincial assessor with regards to the rates. Huh? Okay.
Without hindi ba dapat na i-subject siya? Kung di maroon, dapat i-subject ana ima for this more discussion before i-submit.
Yes. That's why our mayor would like to have a meeting with us now, 3 o'clock, so that we can discuss about our position. Dapat we have to confirm of what rates are we going to submit to the public hearing.
During the committee hearing last Friday sa SP, even the Vice Governor is suggesting that it will be returned to Malay for further study.
Okay.
O nga, dahil ang ako siguro, dahil sabi, dapat bago i-submit, I don't know what the process, no? Dapat i-discuss anay siguro na, dahil tax nun eh. But the people of Malay affected with that imposition.
Yes.
Mga dapat eh. So we have to we have to put our position paper to make a position. One way is questioning the process, especially on the rates submitted to the Sangguniang Palawigan.
Okay, so maybe we can discuss that later on with our
At 3 o'clock
finance
this
committee.
afternoon here, my meeting, after the session.
Okay, so go ahead, ma'am. Announcement. May travel ka ba eh?
Travel sa Davao on
Davao.
September 18,
16 to 18
16 to 18.
in Davao.
PCL, Philippine Councilors League.
And then may Baguio man, pero mamamasayran to. May vegan this coming December. And announcement also, September 15, meron tayong island councilors meeting, no? So they invited us to attend, no, sa Kalibo dahil tanan nga councilor it panay madto sa Kalibo. So the PCL Aklan would like to have our presence there in Kalibo, September 15.
Ano nga, ano? Island?
Island, ano ba yun? Island, Island Congress.
Island Congress?
Yes.
So, Panay.
Panay Island.
Panay Island. Panay Island.
Kasi sa eleksyon natin may mga island president, may mga Visayas president. And you will be benefited actually. May surprise nga, Kwan. Okay. What ron, ma'am? Other matters? I would like to greet happy birthday yesterday. Our colleague, that's why nga wa imaw makara dahil nga na-hangover si Sb Dante Pagsugiron. Palakpakan mo natin si Sb bisan wa imaw. Next, wa imaw nagpailabas? Walay. Okay. Okay, so thank you. So is there
Chair?
any motion? Yes,
So
go ahead.
there's no more business to discuss, so I move for adjournment of the session.
So it has been moved and seconded that our... Yes, ma'am.
I'd just like to follow up on what we are supposed to do with what province is doing in Cagban and Katiklan, because apparently they're you know,
Getting nearer.
they're almost, you know, there's almost a bridge, and as LGU, may contempt dapat there, because there's an order from the Supreme Court that they should have no movement. In the BFI, we've already seek the advice of our legal counsel. Now, on the part of SB, we also, because it's the SB who fought for the reclamation. So I think it's imperative that it's also, we should have our own stand on that situation. Or just look at it and close our eyes. That's the second option. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so
Chair,
Honorable Bautista.
na-review ko rat nalipatan na to ni include ito sa atong resolution no pa ni. Pero atong pan ba requirements ng Supreme Court, especially on the consultation, wa gid na-include sa atong resolution eh. Dapat ay there will be another resolution na to really put that some provisions ng Supreme Court decision na any development in the area is subject for consultation. Huwag na-include with sa resolution dati. Para ikon ba? We have to cite it really that one of the requirements. I-cite naton sa resolution. Oo, so daton parang second solution.
Integrate lang sa
Para second resolution. Dewa gid nakakot basta nalipat ba nanda.
Okay. So it has been moved and seconded that our 38th regular session is now adjourned. Thank you.